Knock, 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 knock. What up, cousins and cousins? I'm your favorite cousin from my auntie and uncle. You didn't even know you had. I'm 34 and a half. This is going to be today's GSA. We're going to talk about a lot of hot topics. We got bad news versus Dan Marino regarding the gay situation. We got the Av situation in general. We have Chef Trez versus Butttah from the Blocc that just dropped today regarding the gays. I think we got a whole thing, a lot of stuff to talk about regarding the gays. I guess that's what's going on in battle right now. Also, some URL news. Diz versus Danny Myers. I didn't touch on that. Basically, a recap of everything I haven't touched on since the last show. If you haven't checked that last show out, go check it out. It's an interview with Bucks Burks, but I wasn't allowed to really edit it because my computer's extra right now. It broke. I have to get a new computer, so I'm using this one. There's only so much I can do as far as so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to edit this one is good. Either way, we're gonna tap in with some people, see what's going on.
I think I respect the. Somebody's gonna book us right there, like fuck a month, take nigga MO. Especially y'all, you like kids. We know other comedian shit, so it's like I ain't gotta take a month to battle you, nigga. Like let's go, like just freestyle shit right now. Because I feel like in that moment you could take a month to think of the other shit to blow them up. But show me some. Let's just get the quick wit skills.
But the whole thing is fair because they both get a month. It ain't like you just get a month, I get a month. So now we both get a chance, the opportunity to go back and prepare for each other. Even boxers do that though. Hold on, wait. Think about a boxer. A boxer just don't meet the guy and box the guy. He gets a chance to watch tapes. That's what this is going like.
I mean, okay, I understand that get your body ready for the blows. You learn the shoulder, coming with. I understand. Talk about wordplay and quick wit, like you're bro, like you know what I mean. I can't fuck with nobody. But I would love to see a category that has more of the quick-witted category than just, the 2 months of preparation where niggas all they do is talk about shooting you out, fucking your kids, making your mouth suck a dick, and you're a crackhead. Let's get some shit on in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like roast nigga, like what are those niggas? Like I would see the part of it. I mean, more of a quick wit. I think it'd be awesome.
I feel what you're saying. I feel like there's definitely a situation where, like I said, you got a lot of artists who do rebuttals, who do stuff like that. With that being said, I also said to you, I said I would like the way you have the situation where you would have a league that would just possibly do that. I think that would be a fire thing. Well, that was that league's niche, but with that being said, I feel like I definitely love, because wordplay, you're looking for a certain thing, and I respect that. You know what I'm trying to say? But all right, talking about roasting, right? You think about roast that you do at the club, and when they roast Justin Bieber, you know what I'm saying? It's different. When they do a roast of Justin Bieber, they don't just show up that night. Or when you watch those old school roasts with Richard Pryor, when they're roasting each other, when he's roasting Red Fox. You never seen those old school joints they have? They on YouTube and stuff. The old school roast of like Dean Martin roasting all that. When you watch those things, those people are not just showing up making. That's scripted. That's a scripted roast.
Now I know that's not freestyling. I know that. I'm just saying that's what I mean. Is a bit a pure art, pure league. I'm not saying what they have is not pure, but I feel like of that moment of roast of battling that nigga right there, like you know what I'm saying. You might have a prequel or know what he like. Going in, you know what I'm saying, and drop it. Like, I'll give them a similar beat. And them both battle each other off that same beat. And your bars and the top of your styles can be judged upon that. You know what I'm saying. Find out. So it's like you're almost creating a whole new form of battle You know what I'm saying? But I respect the form now. It just, I would like to see an enlightening part of it to where it's more quick wit, it's more in the moment, it's more right now. But I respect what they do because, man, they come with shit so hard. I be like, yo, where the fuck that come from? But I know he's had a long time to prepare. It was like,
but the whole thing is this though too. With everybody having the same amount of time as preparing, like anything else though, just because somebody had the same amount of time to prepare doesn't mean that everybody takes the same amount of advantage. Or just because we had the same amount of time, that's still an example of my pen because you can have 3 months and I can have 3 months, but what am I coming up with in my 3 months? You know what I mean?
In fact.
And that's
when you niggas like you can watch they past battles like, yo, I saw when you fumbled your words, you fucking, you know what I'm saying, whatever, nigga Mark Sanchez, whatever, you know, you butt fumbling nigga, you know what I'm saying? So I understand that. I just, you know, and I respect it. I would like to see
Julio Hennessy? I don't hear you. Your camera's off. Julio. Knock, 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 knock. What up, cousin and cousins? I'm your favorite cousin from my auntie and uncle. You ain't even know you had. I got my other cousin from my auntie and uncle. You ain't know you had. Butter from the block. He just dropped that Chef Trez battle. Talk about it. Black Light. We gonna get him over here. We gonna talk about his battle he just dropped with Chef Trez. He got a battle on the app too. We gonna talk about some news topics. Well, this is the Gates of Service announcement, as y'all already know, so we try to keep it definitely conscious. We are woke. We ain't sleep. We ain't got our eyes closed. Even when they are closed, they still open. So one of the first topics we're going to talk in is, you from Philly, right? You from Philly, Butter?
Yeah, thanks, man. West Philly to be exact, but Philadelphia, you know what I mean, born and raised, you know.
Hold on, wait. Are you from? Did you just say you're from? Is that?
I mean, I don't know.
When you growing up, how old are you? Can you say your age? Or you want to? You can't.
I'm one of those guys that I'm proud to say my age. I'm 33 years of age, man. I mean, I made it past 30. And I'm
blessed. Yeah, I'm 35. I'm that big shit. I'm so saluted. I can't believe I know some people, nigga who, you know. But yeah, with that being said, so you grew up, you know, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Was that growing up funny when you grew up? Like, oh shit, West Philadelphia, born and raised. Every time you was on the playground, did you feel like, yo, hold on, wait, I gotta spend some time?
Everybody was I think if you was from West Philly back then, happy and it just you know that nigga corner certain places where we is at, so we connected. I mean,
yeah.
Sure.
Bless King, that's crazy. I can't believe that. You don't sound like the nigga that was just shooting b-ball. You sound like the guy who was starting the fight. You was the one starting the little fights that Will got scared with. The way you rap, you don't rap like the guy that was just shooting b-ball, minding your business. You act like you don't rap like that. I'm just saying.
Shout out to the real niggas in the streets. You just feel the nigga energy, man. You can't never fake that energy. But I'm gonna keep it real though. Like growing up in West, on my block, I ain't gonna hold you. Like it was like the whole nigga fan block. So it was like really and truly like everybody followed like this one family. Like it was niggas too. You know what I'm saying? Like stand up for your shit. Everybody kind of felt like Will if you was growing up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you really had to fight for that shit out. You know what I'm saying? If you was thorough, you had to fight for that shit no matter what. So that shit is kind of
now, how many other Philly Growing up, who's Philly battle rappers? Oh damn! I had to put my blood away. I gotta put my blood away. I'm just trying. I got another one. I guess that battle rap is paying off. Battle rap paying off. It's working. Battle rap's working. Them app checks coming in.
Oh yeah, battle rap. Oh, battle rap, that's first and foremost. Battle rap working for me. I'll be out London soon. You know what I mean? Like this shit. I ain't gonna hold you. Like I set no expectations, and I just knew I wanted to put in hard work, and you know what I mean, and the blessings coming like unbelievably. Like you know what I'm saying? I didn't even imagine taking trips to London for that. I'm first hand like to tell niggas like this shit can work.
Now I'm from Southside Jamaica, Queens. I live in Charlotte now. So when you come out for Summer Impact, I know you probably come to Summer Impact. You know, if you need a place to stay, I know a place. They real cheap. Get you right.
Right now, I want to be like on point. Cause you're saying some shit.
Nah.
To the motherfucking window. Summer Impact, man. Shout out to you guys, man.
So are you excited? Are you going? I know are you on the card or anything like? Are you involved in it anyway? Is there anything you can leak? Let us know.
No. With Summer Impact, no. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real. No, I think, you know what I'm saying, like I need a few of my guys that I personally deal with to just make a few more runs, like, you know what I mean, like with big names and like on these big stages, and then I feel like being on Summer Impact.
So who's name them? Shout them out. That's the family. That's they Sue cousin, me Sue cousin. You know I speak Spanish.
Some real shit, not even gonna hold you, man. Shout out to my brother V's the Outlaw. That's my battle rap partner. You know what I'm saying? Some people might not be familiar with him, but he brought me in a battle rap. You know what I'm saying? He got on Gates of the Garden in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? He battled Bandit Montana. Just be on the lookout for that. You know what I'm saying? As soon as he get where we know he's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna start making them double impact runs or some impact and all that type of shit.
All right,
now, you know what I'm saying? But shout out my man. That's what it's about.
Now you're on the app. Do you gotta pay for the app? You're on the app. Do you pay for the app? How does that work?
Yeah, I'm on the app. I actually had to pay download just like everybody else. I think with that personally, man, I think the proof is in the pudding, man. If you want to support the culture, man, start by supporting the culture. Saying to keep it real with you, like, you know what I mean? It's like if I'm selling a mixtape or a CD, you know what I mean? I pass it on to my man. The way you help me is by, $5 mixtape and $7.99 in the bag, man. They done already dropped like fucking damn near 25 battles, man. That shit alright. Exactly. You know what I mean? That shit right there. You know what I mean?
I love this culture. I don't just try to eat off it. I'm not a parasite. I'm not nothing like that. I support it, even when I probably shouldn't support it. I'm involved. I love this shit, son. I love this shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I love battle rap. I was just telling my wife, my significant other, about battle rap from the essence of how close it is. It's just so crazy. Battle rap in the essence of where it came from. And I was telling her about Cool Mo D. I don't know how far you go back with it. How he changed it up. He's one of the first recorded bodies on stage with him and Busy B. Because instead of rapping for the audience, he rapped about him. And I was explaining to her about your third round. What made me want to, because I know you said you see me on other shows. I might not have been as nice as I should have been, or I didn't put no respect in your name. Was making me put respect in your name right now. Was made me. I'm finally realizing why butter's in the pan. I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's finally getting it. And when you did that part where you repeated yourself in the third round of your bar of, let me play it real quick. Let me get it back up because I smoke a lot or whatever. I'm Rastafarian. I don't do it for fun. I do it for rap. Yeah. The phone tap, yeah. The phone tap, yeah. Phone. He said the phone tap. I gotta get to him. Try to get to it. Get to it. I know it's in your third, right? That's your third, right?
That's my second. That's your
second? He tried to front on you. He tried to front like that wasn't. So let me ask you a question. Wait, I don't even want to. We gotta wait. We can't. We going too far. We going too far. We going too far. We going too far. We going too far.
I'm right here with you.
We going too far. What I'm gonna say, yeah. But what was it? That nigga there had to go with him. The nigga he brought with him, the low pigmentated nigga, he had the heat on his waist in the club. And I guess he his friend, right? Because he grabbed him on his neck. Yo, why you didn't freestyle? I would have said, yo, this nigga's supposed to be a killer from Atlanta. Look at the Ku Klux Klan member that came with him. The way he was hanging him last round, I ain't know whether he was bigging him up or racism. What? What? I just made that up just now. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. You supposed to say that. You supposed to keep it brown with
you. It is though too, and I'm gonna tell niggas like this too. Like, you know what I'm saying? I freestyle all day. Like, I'm not gonna front. I mean, because I rap. But, you know, at the end of the day with battle rap, you gotta be real confident if you want to start freestyling, because to keep it real, when you come with that written material, you know what I'm saying? You don't be wanting to fuck up. Especially, you know, I can say it now, if you knew last minute and you trying to remember your bars, like that shit be crazy when you try to like do it. I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to say something to Bad News so bad. Fuck Chris Petty. That white boy, that's your Trez manager, and he also was a part of throwing that event in Atlanta with Drake Dennis. So he was like kind of like security too.
Oh, so that's why he can walk with his car. Oh, he's the realest nigga in the room. He is feeling himself. You know that nigga feel himself right now. He's the realest. I'm a part of it, nigga. You know, I'm not just in the event. I'm a part of the event. Nigga, tell me to take my gun off. This is my event. I'm scared. I'm like, yo, when I say, because remember the other nigga just got flat. We just did a show about a nigga having a gun on him at a battle, pulling out. You seen? Did you see? You seen about that?
I just heard about it, but I didn't even.
It happened on the baby league. It's a baby league. It's called King of the Dot. You might have never heard of them. They coming up. King of the Dot.
Okay.
I know you URL and all that. So you feel like you're not even listening. You're not checking for them. But yeah, they doing their numbers. They doing.
They always come out with some new type of leagues, man.
Yeah, but they like King of the Dot. Never heard of those guys. Yeah, it's a big league. They do some stuff. They do some stuff. But anyway, so yeah, all right. So the news topic we're talking about today, I already talked to it about a little bit, but I told them what it was: police brutality, and are we bringing it upon ourselves? Me being a person who come from the hood, not trying to brag, I'm just telling you where I came from. Never had a trust for the police. Never thought of calling the police to solve an issue that I was having. Never had that type of energy. And I have noticed recently, at least over the last year, I keep checking when I see about, and I guess it's my fault for having that on my algorithms of who's getting killed by the police, who's not getting killed by the police, and why, you know, what am I going to do about it besides making sure, whatever you want to call it. But I just want to say that by trying to find a solution, I think sometimes you have to look at the problem. And that's the reason why I look at for those type of things, because I'm trying to find a solution. So one thing I wanted to do was put out this gangster service announcement and say, we need to stop calling the police on our own family members and realize that that's a death sentence. If you're having an issue with your family member, whether they have a mental issue or not, when you pick up the phone and call the police, you have to now be conscious. I don't want to see you on the news the next day crying. You know, so I'm not talking about the people that's already happened to. I'm talking about from this day forward. I don't want to see you on the news crying about, oh, they killed, I told him he was crazy, and they came through and killed him anyway, because that's what the police are doing. You can't call them and expect them to solve it and think they're going to do it the different way. This is insanity. They're expecting the different. Okay, and I just want to know, what do you feel about that? But is there a time when we should call the police? Am I being extreme? Am I just bugged out? Do I think I'm too gangster? So what's my problem? Am I wrong? I need to grow up?
No. I think that one of the problems that we have is you know how they say like the police are supposed to protect and serve. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But you know, kind of like the opposite way around. They serve, then protect. Yeah. I think this should start with. Let me start it off by saying, like, I've never been a person that believes in the political system and voting and stuff. But I feel as though for like your local cities or counties or towns, you should start voting for like your council members and like the people that are speaking for you and your like your neighborhood. Like you can't change the world, so we can start like with your neighborhood or whatever. I think, I mean, we should start policing the police a little bit more by, one, just reading up on the laws and knowing what the fuck is right and wrong for the first place. So I blame us a little bit, you know what I mean? Because we can't be ignorant to the laws, bro. And what I mean by that, for the ignorant people that's listening, I don't mean being ignorant to the cops. I'm talking about to the actual laws that were written. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these laws still hinder us to today. However, we can overcome a lot of these laws if we just study the information for ourselves and go find that. So I think we need to police ourselves a little bit more as opposed to calling the police on each other and things like that. And a lot of people, vice versa with both sides, it'd be pride in a way. You call the police out of pride because you can't handle a situation, when you're with your family or the situation like that. Or, you know what I mean? Like, you got a situation where, people might be, going over the edge, when family members and stuff like that, and because they might take advantage of, or you ain't gonna call the police, so I can take advantage of you any kind of way. I think, you know what I'm saying, like we gotta come together more as a people first and foremost, then start policing ourselves and, voting on these laws and stuff in our own communities. I'm not happy with the outcome of, any police brutality or, overreactions that happen. Police get called. I hate actually. I just feel like, like I said, man, just to, in a nutshell, we got to, check ourselves, start policing ourselves before we involve, and we got to start voting in our local communities and reach out to your community centers and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much how I feel about it.
When you say that, people say that, one of the reasons I like doing this show is because I feel like people always feel like battle rappers perpetuate violence, when I feel like the opposite. It's almost like when people are talking about something and saying it out loud and talking to each other and learn how to not always take things offensive and feel like I got to kill somebody because they disrespected me or said something wrong about me. I feel like that's a good thing for any young man to learn, an ability to sit there and have somebody say, oh, I did it with your mother, or I fucked your sister in the butt, and you not have to say, oh, you said that, I got to shoot you, I got to kill you now. You said this about me in front of these people.
For one, we got to start checking the way we talk to each other. He should have said he fucked his sister in the butt. He should have said, listen, on your sibling, and I apologize.
I didn't mean to commit sodomy to your sister.
So, we just got to start talking to each other better.
No, that's what I'm saying, but you don't get what I mean. No, I feel like battle. When I was growing up, my grandmother, she's chilling in heaven. She always made it to where me and my cousins used to make fun of each other. And she would make us take it. She would sit there and laugh, and we could, we had to take it. And she would laugh, and we would laugh. And sometimes it'd get depressing to be sad, you know what I'm saying? But it made my skin tough to where she even told us, like, if somebody say something about me, it ain't true, it ain't true, so what? Say something about their grandmother. Say something funnier, say something meaner about their grandmother, so they can really hurt. Don't let them hurt you with words. Until they touch you, she's like, don't touch them. And I feel like that's just, it's like my grandmother living through battle rap. I know she didn't start, but I feel like the idea of that, hey, this person can say what they got to say, and you say what you got to say. And because you and Chef Trez is cool, right? Y'all cool with each other. It's not a beef. I heard you say that line. Is it one of those? Was that just rap? What is that, Cat? Is that rap or is that real life?
What line are you referring to?
You and Chef Trez was cool. You said, man, I fuck with you. Like, I fuck with you. He even said he had respect for you, so I felt like, and he was like, last time I'm like,
oh yeah. No, actually, those were all real life situations that I put in my rap. Besides, I don't have a 50 caliber, but you don't know, I might got some big shit in here. But what I'm saying is,
don't talk about it.
50 caliber, a lot of things are far fetched. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, you're right. That's why I said, you never know, but things be far fetched with rap. You know what I mean? But yeah, most of those was real life situations. Like I just tried to downplay it. It's like a joke, like how you said. It's just niggas joking with each other. That's my homie. I say last time we was smoking weed together, he was rolling shake. You feel what I'm saying? So we can talk like that,
I'm just saying, but no, you fuck, and after the battle, y'all still cool right now is what I wanted to get to. Y'all still cool.
Yeah, we cool. No, we definitely cool. You know, when you about to battle somebody, y'all probably don't talk like that or nothing like that. But we really had like that's my nigga. You know what I mean? Trez ain't one of those fake type of dudes. I can honestly say, you know, a lot of these battle rap niggas be on some. They not genuine. Like the way I'm talking to you, that's how I talk to my mom. You feel me? So like, you know, it's like these niggas. You're like, I'm tired of him. Chef Trez is one of those, you know, he is stand up dude, man. He the same dude that he always is.
I'm finding out more. I'm finding out more. You know, I'm not as famous as you. You know, I only know a couple people, so I'm finding out more.
I'm working, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, man.
I'm finding out more that people are less genuine, or that people don't want to support, you know, certain stuff or whatever. I don't, honestly, because I take everything I get as an example of just jive. I'm Rastafarian, so I feel like it's all pieces of my destiny. It's all pieces of a puzzle, my marathon. And if you're not there for me to pass the baton to during this relay, this marathon I'm running, I'm not mad, I'm not happy, I'm not whatever. But if you are, it's just a blessing. You here, right here. I respected your battle today. I thought you did great. You know what I'm saying? I was like, this nigga really showing out. I had already fake contact with you, so I was like, I want to get this going with him about that.
Why I got you, you know what I mean? We live and I mean, niggas can see my face or whatever. I feel like, all right, boom, you said you 32, right?
I'm 35. I'm really old, yeah.
You 35, well, you older than me.
Yeah, I'm a grown ass man.
No, that's all good. The point is, right? I see a lot of people saying Butter 2-1. You know what I mean? I seen a few Butter 3-0s. I seen Chef Trez 2-1, Chef Trez 3-0. But then what I don't like about the comments, that's why, but I learned like a year or two ago, don't really comment on all the comments or whatever. And I'm saying they're gonna come. But niggas is like, yo, I'm hearing shit Butter said to Trez that other niggas done said before to Trez, or maybe a bar similar. Bro, first and foremost, to you new ass fans out here, I don't watch every single battle rap, and no, that's not an excuse to be ignorant and not understand that, you know, motherfuckers do be saying certain shit that may have had an impact or whatever. But if you go to any of my battles, bro, all my shit is original. I don't watch battles enough to get hype. I don't look up on Google or nothing. I sit there and write the bar. You dig what I'm saying? And I spar my man. I be like, yo, that makes sense, right? You know what I mean? And that's how we go. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't nothing like no extra shit. So I just wanted to point that out.
Well, I do love the comment section. I use it for comedy. I love the comment section. Let's just read some stuff out the comment section. A random selection. Okay, I got one guy. His name is Official Butter. He went 5 hours ago. He said, Butter from the block was here. Black light. Salute to everyone. Tune in. This is a fight. Salute to the gates. And he put a muscle emoji. I don't know who he is. What do you think? I guess he's just giving you a salute. I guess he thinks you won. That guy.
Hey, it sounded like he was hating to me. You know what I mean? It sounded like he was...
Is that how y'all write it? Because I don't know if y'all write it like that or whatever. So he might have just been, hey, I don't know.
He might have been sarcastic. Whoever Official Butter is, fuck God.
One thing I want to say about this battle that I like was it was a 3-rounder. I hate 1-rounder to some extent. I get it to some extent. But a battle like this where you guys actually did show up. Now, what was the time? Can you tell me the time limit? Because it seemed like it was short at the same time. So what was the time limits?
Well, to keep it real with you, Trez said he went 2:30s. That's what I went, you know what I'm saying? So that's basically timing. We agreed on 2 minutes, 2:30s. You know, we always give each other 30-minute ceilings or whatever the case.
All right.
We just knew from the way that Dre set up the battle or whatever, we was actually supposed to battle last year and shit, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, things happen, you know, so the battle happened this year. But the way Dre set that shit up, you know what I'm saying, to get it for 3 rounds, not only to look out for me as an upcoming artist and to, you know, for whatever he did for Trez or whatever, he made it 3 rounds and he made it to where, you know what I mean, he could still be like, you know, 6 minutes or whatever, 7 minutes worth of material.
All right, Real One works. Real One works from the comment section says, this was a good look for Butter. It doesn't seem like Chef was taking him serious. What should I like that or not like that? What should I do? I'm gonna let you say. What should I do? Should I like it? He said that Chef wasn't taking you serious.
I seen that comment and I actually I seen that comment and I liked it myself.
What should I do though? What can I do? I don't like that comment. I don't like it. I don't like it, real one.
I know you don't like the comment, but this is what I can say about fans like that. Bro, he's speaking from his heart, and I know that Chef Trez could have done better. Chef Trez will tell you. I always told him, I say, look, I think you fired. I think you got a lot to work on. He never was my super favorite, coming out of the URL, me as an up-and-comer or whatever. But I think that Trez has done way better. Trez just came off a battle a week ago. He know like I know. We both been working and having a lot of battles back to back, big battles at that. So, you know what I mean? For the Gate to the Garden, for the 3 rounds, I know Trez didn't take me as serious as he wanted to be. That's the same shit with Twerk. The only person that I battled with a name that took me real serious was Bill Collector and Cortez. And I'm just keeping it real with you.
Shout out to Bill Collector. Keeping it real. This guy said, you said this earlier, why Bad News want to be Rock so bad? It's actually making me not like him anymore.
I seen that comment too. I skipped over that because I didn't want to seem like a hater. Like, you know how personally you want to like shit, but I didn't like that comment. You know what I'm saying? But if that's how niggas is feeling too, I can't. Shout out to the Cave.
I just did an interview with Bugs Burke. Shout out to the Cave. Bugs Burke. Shout out to the Cave. Shout out to the Cave. It's all love.
I feel like I'm 1-0 on right now, just to be honest with you. And I'm 2-0 on the Goonies, so we still working though, man.
What's your click? What's your click?
Black Light, that's the movie.
Black Light, yeah, I know.
AOG always on.
Trick question. It was a trick question. So everybody else, so you got the other people you named before are Black Light. That's what Black Light is.
Let me tell you something, man. Black Light is more than music. It's a movement. It's more than entertainment. It's an inspiration. I just basically wanted to get a game what it was missing. That's an opportunity for hope. So my shit is
got merch?
A gang, a click, man.
I got merch?
Yeah, I got merch. I got merch, but it's like I'm a one-man army, bro. Like, I got my supporters, but I've been doing this shit by myself. I got to get more merch back out. Last year or 2 years ago, you would have seen that I was running heavy. Now that my name is starting to catch a little fire behind it, I'm about to get right back on top of my game, get the website up and running. So, matter of fact, we're working on an app too. So that's really what's the focus.
Michael Johnson, 4 hours ago, he said, only debatable round was first. Chef snatched the second and the third. Edge, Trez, 2-1. What are you saying about that?
That's fine. I feel like personally, man, the second and third was debatable. Now, I feel like the first I got it pretty clear because that was the shortest round, if I'm not mistaken. And
what does that say about you, though? What does that say about you, though? Because if you're saying that he didn't take you serious and you feel like and it was debatable rounds, what the fuck was you doing then? Why you wasn't making it? It should be solid then. If he didn't take you serious, did you take him serious? What was going on? Was y'all too cool with each other? Even though y'all didn't talk, what's up?
No. I don't believe in giving excuses when you battle. I don't give a fuck if that's your homie. You supposed to write to your full extent regardless. I'm going to keep it honest with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I did what I was supposed to do. I was in Atlanta, going against an Atlanta top vet right now, you know what I'm saying, in their city. I did what I was supposed to do. You know what I mean? I lost my voice a little bit, for screaming early in the day. No excuses. I feel like I was doing what I was supposed to do. You just gonna have your core fans.
Wait.
Like another
wait. That would be an excuse when you said I lost my voice.
But you're gonna have your fans that's just core fans of certain people, bro. Like, it don't matter what Surf do or what Lux do to me. You know what I mean? I just feel like, and I just named those two guys because I'm an actual fan of them too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like no matter
who you a fan of, you just name who?
Surf and Lux.
Surf is the GOAT. Lux is a chimp, is a chump. Lux is trash.
Whatever. But I like Lux Pen, and I do feel like Surf is like low key the GOAT though. But no matter what they do, like Surf could have lost the T-Top, but I feel like Surf was still firing that battle. Surf could have lost the Big T. I feel like Surf was still firing that.
That's one of the most debatable. That's the only one I'm with you on with a Big T battle. Big T, I got an interview coming up with him soon. And that's the only one I feel like when he really, the T-Top, he's a joker. T-Top, no offense, you make jokes. I'm a bar guy, I like bars.
Yeah.
Here go another person, 87 _ Michael. He said, need to watch this before URL tell Dre to take it down. That's a compliment. That's what happened with the Dan Marino and the Bad News. I agree to that. Now, not to be all in your pocket, You know what I'm saying? Unless you got a lot in there that I need to hold something. What am I say? No, what I said, but no. No, I'm just saying, but no. Do you feel like is the battles on the app a new wave as far as a new source of revenue? Would you rather the battle be on YouTube or be on the app? How does, you know what I mean? Not like you get what I'm trying to say though? For you
I get what you, if you want to take the sharpest knife and cut the bullshit, we're just now reaching a revolution with the battle rap to where it's transferring to the app. So we're all at the same spot where we know YouTube, if you get a battle that drop on YouTube on URL right now, woo! So let's just be honest, you know what I mean? But the new wave is ushering in, and that's just what it is. So, and I'm happy to be one of the new people that got, to look first, because now that takes a lot of pressure off of me, because I didn't get a chance to make it to BET and all that other shit. This is the BET for us new niggas. And I know I'm a little older, but you know how.
No, I know what you mean. No, you a new nigga. It's true. You came in, you ain't been in here since Reed, Cassidy. I'm not gonna say you wasn't rapping with them niggas.
I was around, but let's just say I missed my wave.
Did you ever meet Tech Nine? Did you ever meet Tech Nine?
Of course I met Tech Nine, you know what I'm saying? Through all the allegations and everything, and what was said about him, you know what I'm saying? I'm still cool with his family, so I'm not gonna slander dirt on that man's name or anything like that, and I'm just gonna leave that there, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I knew Tech Nine, I knew all of them. I battled Young Hot, I battled Mossberg, I battled Stunt Woods, Free Stunt Woods, I battled all these niggas. Like I was really around, but it's like this was before cameras was out like that. You could catch me at every bar, every hood in Philly. And I was in a cypher shutting that shit down, but you just, sometimes you miss.
Are you one of the 5,002 that Cassidy beat in Philly? Are you one of those 5,002?
I never met Cassidy personally. You know what I'm saying? Like once
I'm saying a nigga beat 5,002 people. You gotta think,
If you add, see, what a lot of people get misconstrued with Cassidy shit is, if you add all your same raps that you battled, and on Cassidy's level, let's just keep it real. Back then, when we used to rap, all ciphers turned into a battle. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you probably ciphered about 5,000 times, and in his mind, he beat every cipher. So, I'm not gonna knock what he's saying, you know what I mean? I think he lost the goods, so he 5,001 and 1, you know what I mean? But whatever.
Oh, my God. I battle rap my whole life, Vic. I never became a real battle rapper, but I used to always battle the people and stuff like that. I fake get what you're saying. To say you have won every battle you have ever been in against everybody and that you have had 5,000 of those is crazy. It's a crazy feat.
All right, but and do me a favor. So I want a crazy report. What's your name again, bro? So I don't even.
34 and a half. 34 and a half. 34 and a half.
4 and a half. All right, so I'm gonna call you 4 for sure, or I'm gonna call you half for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever makes it easy for you, but whatever makes it happy to you.
All right, so check this out, half. Right, my thing is this: if you actually analyze these battle rap statistics, and I'm talking about rap statistics, and it's like made up statistics, but we old enough to understand the concept. Watch this. Cassidy's style of rap was actually unbeatable. You know what I'm saying? At pretty much in that era. That style, because it was fresh, it was new. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, the Philadelphia natives picked that style up, ran with it, and then it hit the DVDs, and then now it's gone. You know what I'm saying? It's in the world. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But Cassidy's style was so hard to beat. Now, what makes it false is because he never met a nigga like me, and I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I know he had to meet hot niggas that probably got him in a cipher. He just don't want to admit it. But for the most part, though, you could walk around having that confidence, feeling like nobody can fuck with me. And that's where I think people get it misconstrued. They think because he's saying niggas can't fuck with him that he really feel like he undefeated. But technically, in his mind, though, he is undefeated. A nigga might have had 3 raps that was hotter than mine, but he didn't go 10 raps. He didn't have 10 raps, though. He only had those 3 raps. You get what I'm saying?
Now I know how the old school battles went. I know everything everything you're talking about and you're referencing. I respect, like you said, we cutting through everything. I respect all of that. With that being said, Cassidy got famous from Battle with a nigga who not even that really known for bars. Freeway, not to disrespect Freeway as an artist or nothing like that. He's made some good songs or whatever, but he's not a battle rapper per se. Freeway. He got famous.
No. You're right. That's just like Young Hot is not a battle rapper. You know what I mean? When you battle Murder Mook. But Philadelphia, at a point in time, none of us really battle rap. Y'all just, the world, not you, but the world classified it as a battle rap style because it was aggression, you know, and a lot of negative, like towards your, you know, op. It seemed like he was coming at one person or whatever. You dig what I'm saying? Or it was subliminal raps or whatever they wanted to call it. I mean, so it was a lot of that shit. Now, Free, all right, put it this way. You're right. I'm going to agree that he did get popping off a battle rap from that battle. But Cassidy was fucking the tracks up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Only people they was mentioning back then was niggas.
And I heard about his history of being on the radio, being on the battle rap show, on the radio during the morning,
when he was Butch Cassidy, like, I ain't gonna hold you, like, you know what I mean? This was around, like, when J Hood was popping. Like, I mentioned J Hood because J Hood was the only nigga that was kind of, like, fucking with Cassidy for, like, maybe, like, a year. But then that was it. And then I heard J Hood stop fucking with D Blocc. I don't know what happened. You know what I mean? But, like, it wasn't really too many people that was fucking with Cassidy back then on track. Fuck acapella, you know, just battle rapping the nigga. But, like track, aggressive rapping, Cassidy kind of was, like, fucking circuit up back then, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, whatever, you know, like I said, I'm a Philadelphia native, but I'm a real nigga too, though. I feel like he lost the goods. I don't know if he's 5,002-0. I don't give a fuck. I'm hot. I hope he's successful. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
we're just talking about battle rap. That's battle rap right now. That's battle rap. Now, you have a battle on the app, right? You do. We talked about it just now. Who did you battle on the app while I look for it right quick? Who did you battle?
You got a Henny Man.
You're here for?
Now that, come on.
Yes. After having her, I did start to hemorrhage. We call that postpartum.
Yeah,
let's be real. I know you won that. I know you won that.
Yeah, no, I won that, man. I mean, the reactions definitely say I won, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas didn't understand my third round too much. It wasn't like, my third round was an angle. It wasn't for too many reactions. Like, I basically took a bottle of Hennessy, you know what I'm saying, and rapped to it, you know what I'm saying, and gave it my life problems, and that's how I fucked Henny up. You feel me? So I feel like I didn't get a lot of reactions in my third on paper, but it was definitely a dope round.
What event was that on? What event was that on?
That was the first Band Legacy. That was Band Legacy 1, Band Legacy Weekend.
And ultimately, I'm not sure if...
All right, yeah, here you go. Let's look at the scorecard. The scorecard got you one in the first.
Do is talk about other
25K, 2.5K, I mean. In the second, 1.9K. The third, it got you losing clearly. At 3.1, you saying they don't understand. They didn't understand it. That's what it was.
Well, on paper, you're not gonna get a lot of see the way URL TV at work. You know what I'm saying? Like with the reactions of the Don DeMarcos and all, like, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna understand. Punching back. I went to young new niggas changing the game, but you know, obviously, you know, I'm up to date with my shit. But you know, sometimes angles win battles. Took an angle, and I thought there was a dope angle though.
I'm not saying it wasn't. I'm not saying it was, but that's what the reason you lost the way it said. I like this. They didn't understand. It wasn't. They don't understand what it is. Yeah, you know it was crazy because when you said it, I remembered what you had did. And I'm like, yeah, I remember when he was rapping to a bottle of Hennessy. Didn't you even have a bottle of Hennessy there?
No, I had to, you know how much I paid for them fucking bottles of Hennessy in that motherfucking club, bro? You know what I'm saying? I had to fight. I had to go get one of them motherfuckers, man. That shit was crazy, man.
So when your boy becomes a casualty, I promise myself,
to paint these little niggas a masterpiece. That's a good one.
I get so real, and they don't believe nobody else real for letting me chill. Because being a dead horse, they with the real you. On the damn real,
And that's me and Mike's too, man. They got
they real. I think they real. I think they so real to the point that they don't believe nobody else real, but let me chill. Because being a dead horse, well, since you look like a dead horse in the face, take this opportunity and talk to the real you.
So you got, I knew, yeah, I was confused. You had a bottle with you. So how did nobody get this? How do you feel people didn't get this? It's not that complex, really, no offense. You have a prop.
Oh, you said, asking me, did I have the bottle with me? I was like, oh yeah, I had the bottle with me. No, I'm saying, you want to know why I feel like people didn't get it? Like as far as them reacting to the round and them saying him clearly getting that third round. I feel like people, when they push that button, they looking for punches. Like, I feel like niggas, like this new battle rap world, they looking for punches. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody, you know, is a back-to-back puncher. So I feel like me taking an angle and slowing it down in the third, I feel as though that's why he won the round clearly on reaction-wise, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what it is. You know, I don't think the reaction buttons are foolproof, but, you know, they're dope, so I respect that he can have a third round.
Now, do you feel like your rounds are only worth 30? You feel like you ain't worth more?
Well, I feel like my round's worth 30.
Or, no, I'm saying.
What, reaction?
Yeah, you don't feel like that's not enough reactions based on certain rounds?
No, that's way, no. I feel like, honestly, excuse me. Yeah. I think, you know what I mean, if you go look at an ad versus Rum Nitty, right? You know what I'm saying? That battle was probably like, definitely like 30 reactions or better type shit, you know what I'm saying? But not every battle is going to be like that. So, you know what I'm saying? I think 30 reactions is possible. You know what I'm saying? To keep it real. With any battle, you know what I mean?
I feel like it should be 100. I feel like 100 because the reason I say 100 is because I say 100 because when you think of somebody on a test, you know what I'm saying, on somebody coming for a test, they could score 100, and I feel like, oh, that was a 99% performance. That was an 89% performance. It's more of a percentage. They pulled 100 on that round. They got 100% that round. They did everything you got to do. I feel like that's a better grading system than just 30.
I'm gonna tell you why that ain't gonna work. Because even though this is not on beats, you can't really count the bars the same, but it's almost similar. So let's just say the rhymes be the actual bars, right? Niggas don't really be having, matter of fact, niggas don't even have more than damn near, like, you might spit 1632. You might have 48 bars total in a round. In a 330 round, in a 330, in 3 minutes and 30 seconds, you might only have, yeah, like 48 bars, bro, to keep it real. And you know those bars actually be stretched out. You know how niggas be like, you know what I'm saying, doing that shit. Like, you know what I mean? So I feel like, well, then again, I mean, you know, because this battle right now, you might want to count some of the setups. Some of the setups be actually fire. So you might get about a good 96. So I guess you're right, maybe 100. Sure, why not?
And I'm thinking it's not just about the idea of just bars. I'm talking about everything. Performance is a grade on it's almost like a.
No, you know what? I was just about to say that because then now when you actually think about it, like niggas used to get like boom. When I first came into battle rap, I was weirded out because it was like some of my friends and I didn't know they used to gang war like that, like with battle rap squads and shit like that. The niggas that I knew in battle rap, I was like, this shit kind of corny. So when I would react to somebody like a Dot, right? I don't give a fuck what nobody say, whether they was hot bars or not. I thought he was very comedic. So I used to react to everything he did. Like, you get what I'm saying? I'm a fan. You can't tell me what to fucking react to. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
no, I get it.
I do get what you. Yeah, I do get what you're saying. Like, you know what I mean? Like you know, because like a nigga like Dot and get 100 laughs out of me or 100 reactions in a 330 round, 3 minute 30 second round because of his performance and how he might have just pulled his gun out, his fake gun bar, you know, his fake gun out. You know what I mean? So that shit. So you're right. I agree. I had to think about it.
And I feel like you said, 30 to me is just too limited and it sets a very low bar that a person can achieve. To me, the average bar, 30 bars? You had 30 punches in 3 minutes? Good job.
Well, you know what I can say though? I'm gonna tell you about the real quick. I'm gonna tell you about the dynamics of the act. Because it does that long, loud horn in a Don DeMarco, it takes away from the feel of the battle. So you know how like niggas like when they throw in an effect in the battle, it'd be like a bass kick or something like that. They should have just the option for that, for just simple reaction. And if you feel like they should have like 3 different reaction type buttons or something like that. Just a bass kick so you can still hear what a nigga's saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, or whatever. So, like, cause you know what I mean? Because when you hear that Don DeMarco, like you might have missed like 2 or 3 bars, then you got to run it back, and not everybody got time for that. So,
and on that app, it's hard to do it. Thing is not. They got to get that thing together, the movement thing, the joint. How do you feel about them dropping battles that we already seen? Like today they dropped T-Top versus Rum Nitty. I seen that already. I had bought the pay-per-view, so as a customer.
This man.
Okay. Yeah. My thoughts on it are like this. I feel like if they're going to do that, the pay-per-view, it should be spread it out more. Now, I've seen people say that they should add the pay-per-view. You know what I mean? Because WWE do it. I don't have WWE. I'm not a big fan of wrestling no more, but I do feel like WWE, somebody said they were $1 billion company. So it's a difference when you're $1 billion company as opposed to maybe just a $1 million company.
That's how you become $1 billion company, by making it to where more people can purchase your stuff. I mean, that's the opposite argument. That's the opposite to that argument.
I feel like if they're going to do that, then now if you're going to do the pay-per-views, then now you got to double the ticket. I think since I think it should be like memberships. Like now, if you were just a regular $7.99 nigga, if you want the pay-per-views, then you got to pay like $14.99 or some shit like that, or $15.99.
Or if you already bought I feel like this. If you already bought the pay-per-view, I don't even care about adding it, but if I already bought it, I should be able to access it through the app. I should have a section. If I already bought it if I already do own it, it's hooked up to my email most likely anyway. I should be able to just go in there. It's like it's almost, I shouldn't have to go back to watch battles live. That's what I have to do. Because you know you own the battles forever anyway. So you can go back to watch battle, which is a great thing. I love that. I do love that. That I can go back and watch it there. But if I have the app already, I would rather just, one-stop shop. Also, I can't Comcast to my Xbox One yet. So I have to always watch it on my phone, which is
kind of corny. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, no, you're right. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, so I think, you know what I mean? I think they're in the beginning stages. But to answer your initial question, I think we just answered it kind of like, you know what I mean? I think they should, maybe add an option to one, either pay more, or if you do buy the pay-per-view and you have the app, it should be conjoined. And, but what I was originally going to say was, I feel like, or if anything, they should hold the pay-per-view battles longer. Like, you shouldn't just have a pay-per-view a month or 2 ago and then drop it on the app. You should wait. It should be exclusive. It should take like 6 months to hit the app or some shit. You know what I mean? If you're doing a pay-per-view event. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all
it's corny for me. On Monday, I wake up, I'm ready for a new battle. I already seen T-Top and Rum Nitty. I paid $50 to see it already. Exactly. I need a band battle that day. Exactly. I need a band that day because I haven't seen every band. Now this is when I need me one of them votes.
I was about to say,
I need a vote battle, something. I need something that I haven't seen. But
they sitting on battles, but hey, look, man, I don't know the schematics behind that.
I know I ain't mad at you. We're not gonna get you a tweet. Thanks for talking on it though. We're gonna go. Let's try to get this battle done real quick. Let's get some of these rounds off. Let's talk about some of these rounds you was doing real quick, so we can get into it. Now, it ain't gonna be the best sound quality, but work with me. I'm gonna try to make it so you can hear it as much, and I'm gonna have a little screen. They'll see it. They'll know what I'm doing. So that's prep day at the battle, right?
You said the what?
That's prep at the battle.
Yeah.
You hear it?
Oh, man, stand around on what, man? Make some fucking noise.
Flag light. Shout out to Get to the Garden. This is not copyright infringement. This is fair use law. I studied it.
I say for this battle, I took the rifles out. Make sure I set him down, but I'm shutting down. So it's getting loud. Everything inside of his head is out. His lungs spread like eggs on top of his body. They spread now. That was butter under the yoke. We making breaks. Hey, I say I'm toe tagged. This shit shoot like Call of Duty with the.
Have you heard Butter Under the Yoke? Have you heard Butter breakfast lines before? People was making fun of you saying shit other niggas said.
Bro, that should be so corny, but like I've heard, but like I said this publicly. I think Chef Trez had the best butter flips. You know what I'm saying? Like those were more original that was said to me. But see, this is the thing. I'm the only butter in the game, so everybody going. You're going to hear what? You're going to hear a lot. I've heard, I can't believe it's not butter 1,000 times. I'm tired of hearing that shit. Yeah.
All right. That's
So,
outdated bars.
What else?
Okay.
Yeah.
How you want to go slash and straight face like no passion? It's just showing my gun.
You and my gun, butter and toast, old fashioned.
I say I'm toe tagged. This shit shoot like Call of Duty with no flag and no bragging. I'm the real plug. I do the no bragging. How you want it? No slash in a straight face like no passion. It's just showing my gun, body and toast.
Old fashioned.
You wanted this. So it's a movie collection. 100 clips.
Movie collection, 100 clips for that.
Shit, you see, brother, just a big bridge. You gotta be brother. Since your bars don't pan out in non-stick, we don't need bugging.
Since your bars don't pan out and none stick, we don't need butter?
It was a good bar. I like that. That's why I said he had the best ones to me. Everybody else shit was mediocre.
That was crazy. That was crazy. I'm sorry. That was crazy.
That's true.
I said, we come to I said, what? Ain't that wild? What's the power, son? Let's make it. It's going to be power out. Let's go get an outlaw. Let's play the gun. I'm sharp.
Why you shaking your head? Wait. You don't fuck with Power Circle? Do you not fuck with
bro, everybody keeps saying bro, no. My man Big Hand and Dub the Phenom and all of them is Power Circle. But
you're Black Light.
I'm Black Light. Like, niggas keep saying this to me. You know what I mean?
All right. Make a gangster service announcement right now then, please. This is your opportunity. You're on the gangster service announcement. Make a GSA. This is a GSA brought to you. Let them know what's going on, but it's a GSA. This is a gangster service announcement. Let them know.
Butter from the Block is Black Light Entertainment, man. Black Light is the family. Black Light is the clique, man. That's all green light. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you know what I'm saying? Power Circle is my homies. I do business with Big Hand for Powerhouse Battle League. Like, and Power Circle came together. And that's how Powerhouse came about. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing more, nothing less. That's it. All right, that's good. Y'all know the real thing. Well, him in the Power Circle is not real. All right, let's go.
I said, it can't talk. Nothing is fixed. Like, man, go. It's really actually kicked like,
I like that line because I used to be a big fan of a show that one thing that inspired me to get involved with YouTube was Peanut Live 215. I used to love those guys.
The tours, the turn-ups.
What happened to them niggas? Where they at? Where's Skedaddle?
I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, man, people be having their runs. I think, man, like, people with more money, like, you know what I mean, what Peanut Live was doing, I think, if I'm not mistaken. It's just, you know, man, not to, you know what I mean, say, oh, woe and such, but every time Philadelphia gets something good going, man, somebody snatch that shit up, man.
I thought that was going to be on Fox. I was waiting for a show. I thought it was going to be on Netflix. I heard so many different stories about it, and nothing came from it. Shout out to Peanut Live 215 with the joint. Urban media at its finest. Comedy. I could watch them sometimes. I still watch it. They real funny. I just see them on too many times, man. But yes, we said that joint about the Philly slang kicking in. Y'all do, you know, sound fake funny to me from New York. No offense to y'all. But I had a bitch I was pimping from Philly too. This statute of limitations is up. So it's over, I can talk about it. But yeah, I had a bitch from Philly I was pimping. Well, she wasn't from Philly. She was from Harrisburg. Some shit like that. From another place. But she talked like Philly nigga. She talked about Philly. She talked like a Philly person.
Oh, wow.
Either way, I went out there, yeah, lived my life. I did it. That was the Backpage was going. I can't do that now. I ain't gonna have a bitch on Plenty of the Fish, I guess. I was like, but yeah, so that's funny. I thought that line, that you respect that, that's 3, and we count that 2, we good with that? No.
I like that. Yeah, hell yeah. I definitely like that. Clear cut. That was a good bar. Definitely got me on time.
Big ass 50 count, I get my hands on. You see the desert? It's what his eyes. He in the sandstone.
Boom. That didn't hit, but I like that. He see the desert and squint his eyes. He in the sandstorm. You not counting that? That's not fire. That's not good for you. That was good for you. New title. He wasn't feeling that.
I know it's just a personal gossip, but I can tell now. Now when it's somebody cook, we feel like you hell now. It's his eye heat up, but I have a meltdown.
Too much eye heat up, butter gonna have a meltdown.
Just so we can catch a bullet next. Damn, I missed. Shots was just raising his hand. Full of stress, I went down on him. Keep get close enough to reach and a piece swinging. Got buck before the shots. He got smacked before it popped off. He pre-game.
He got slapped before it popped off in pre-game. Different.
It's funeral time. I got the 6 cents, so all I see is dead niggas. Remember that time you told me I was hot as shit? I was thinking, nah, he did tell me I was hot as shit. So I'd rather let the blade swing in its squares and see a man on mine.
I'm gonna let the blade swing in this square to see a fan of mine. Are you breaking up? Are you there? Butter? Did you slide out of here? Let's see. We do. We quick. We clap. We good. We on. We back in. We back. Yeah, we everything good. It's back up. It's working. You hear it? Can you hear me? It's breaking out. It's breaking out.
All right, now we can get here.
All right, thank you. You said you let the blade swing in this square since he's a fan of yours?
Yeah.
Can you explain that, boy? That sounds complex. I don't understand what you mean.
All right, so I said I know you confident, but remember that time you told me I was hot as shit? I let a cannon fly. But nah, you did tell me I was hot as shit, so I'd rather let the blade swing in the square since he a fan of mine. So if you look at it, I'm looking at the box fan right now. You got the blades spinning in the box around, whatever you want to call them, the blades, the propellers, I don't know, whatever the fuck you want to call them. You know what I'm saying? But you got the box fan is normally a square. So, you know what I mean? I'm looking at my joint right now, a square box fan, you know what I mean? So he said I was hot as shit, you know what I mean? So so instead of, letting the cannon fly, I just rather let the blade swing in a square since he's a fan of mine.
He's a fan of me.
Yeah.
I know what you meant. I was being an asshole. I know exactly what you meant. But I like to
still he was on point. I didn't, you know what I mean?
No, but that's good. I love that. For the people who didn't get what he meant, that's why I do. It's not for me. It's for the fans. But I know what you exactly meant. But it's not for me. It's for the audience, for the cousins and cousins out there.
That was a real life. That was a real life bar. I tried to, you know what I mean, battle my opponent. That was all he told me.
That was good.
That's
you
it.
got him.
You know what I mean?
Now you see. Let's see what you said next. Hold on, wait. So you live in a place called Baghdad Avenue?
I'm from Baltimore Avenue. I'm from 55th Street. I mean, I'm from 55th Street, raised on Pemberton Street and Baltimore Avenue. You know what I'm saying? So Baltimore Avenue, nickname is Baghdad Avenue. You know, shit.
That because of all of the Muslim presence in Philly is a strong Muslim presence in Philly, as I know of.
I mean, yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. It's a lot of Jamaicans, Haitians, Africans, Muslim presence. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. But yeah, you know, Baghdad, it was just synonymous, you know what I'm saying? Really and truly niggas being niggas, you know what I'm saying? Just synonymous to like shit that was going down in Baghdad and when, you know, niggas getting shot or whatever. So that's just what they call the block, you know what I'm saying? For a certain.
And I don't mean this in no offense to people from Baghdad. So you're telling me that on your block though, people were doing suicide bombings and people, it was under dictatorship.
Hey man, you know what? You know what I mean? Niggas put that pack together, you know what I'm saying? When them niggas come get that pack, that shit was like suicide. Like,
I think that niggas be over. I think niggas be over exaggerating their block. Like I'm from a real ass block. We call this South. I'm from Southside Jamaica, Queens. They call it South Suicide. And
well, yeah. Oh, everybody around Southside committing suicide. Bottom line, like that's what it is.
It's like I knew two niggas that killed themselves. I'm not gonna say I disagree with their decision.
I'm not going to Southside Jamaica, Queens, because it's so real damn yourself. Like bottom line, like you know what I mean. That's what they say.
Baghdad. All right, I get it. You from Baghdad though. That's what they call it. You didn't just make that up yesterday. That's what niggas call your block, basically. That's what they call it Baghdad.
Yeah, I ain't make that up.
All right. Ah! Now, you know what I'm saying? What's crazy is I used to sell drugs. I did a little bit and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Free my guys, free everybody. I say free them, and if they really wrong, let's just kill them. I don't believe in prisons at all. But the point is that
right.
I say that to say, appointed, a lawyer appointed. That was fire. I like that line. That was great. I pointed to it like you can't afford it. All right, that was a good line.
Say this. You know what? Another thing too. I'm gonna say this to you, Half. You know what I'm saying? With my style, rap, you know, as you can see, like I'm aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I know it'd be crazy for me if I had a mic. You know what I'm saying? I was on a big stage because, like, really and truly, like I'd be really aggressive, like this shit. So when I say like little bars, like appointed to you, a lot of niggas, fans don't even be hearing that shit. They don't even realize I'm doing that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like how they favorite battle rappers are doing because I'm so aggressive. So, I mean, that's a good or a bad thing. I can either work on that, you know what I'm saying, by like, you know, making sure the cadence is more on point, or they got to hurry up and get me on the big stage, you know what I mean? So I ain't got to scream and all that. But go ahead.
Get him a microphone. Get the nigga a mic. Can he get a microphone, Smack? Shut. Come on. $1 million business over there. Get the nigga a microphone. Fuck does he want? Can he get that? Fuck. If you can't get him on the stage, just get him a damn microphone. Just somebody get him a mic. Can he get a mic? You want Mike P? You want Mike P? Is that the mic you want? You
want Mike Beat on, man. Let's get it.
No, you want? No, you don't want Mike P on Smack? You don't feel like you can smack Mike P on Smack?
No, you asked me did I want Mike P pause for the kids or whatever, but that's not somewhere I'm looking. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather go against an A Ward or a Loso right now. You know what I'm saying?
Smack?
Yeah, if we go on that route.
Okay. Why not Mike P? He's like a resident there. You just name people that's kind of like guests. A Ward's not. I don't even think A Ward's been on Smack. Yeah, that's like you almost doing a PG kind of thing.
I mean, you got to keep it brown, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not. It's no shade to Mike P or whatever, but I just wasn't interested in the battle. You get what
I
I'm
get
saying?
it.
Now, let's say if he just started jump on his joint and talk shit tomorrow because he see my response. Oh, then you could get smoked. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Like,
get it.
ain't about nothing.
I'm not trying to start nothing. No, you right. My bad. I ain't trying to start nothing either. But you don't get what I'm fake saying, though?
No, I do. You can. Like, yeah, for fuck it. Mike P, he could die. Matter of fact, I do want to battle Mike now. Now he just, hey, I'm a smoker.
I'm not knowing. It's because he's the resident. He's over there. He's a smack representative. Opposed to...
Well, I'm gonna show him how. Look, he the retarded little cousin in the residence. I'm that cool ass friend that come through whenever he want. Self-made. You see what I'm saying? I go all across the world. I come and get more love in his crib than he do.
As I said,
that's why I promote that self-made, bro. Like, you know, shout out to Smack, man, because I'm on the URL TV app. But, you know what I mean? People got to realize it ain't a machine pushing me. I'm doing this from the muscle and through my supportive, you know, friends, you know what I mean, that's close to me. And then that's it, you know what I'm saying? And the new support that's coming in.
If nobody can relate to you, you know I can. You know I contacted you, and this is just me. This is ain't nobody push. You know, my wife, she helps me. You know, I got close family. Some people I ain't gonna say nobody ever did nothing for me. I hate people say that shit, but really, nah, ain't no big, ain't no
different. You know what I mean? Like,
ain't no big machine. This is all grinding. This is me hustling, me working, trying to connect with people, asking people, hey, bothering people. Need an interview. This is me doing that. So, let's get to the part. Let's get back to the thing. I don't want to take you all night. Now that, I did not get. I laugh, I joke, I play. Game over. The can feel, make me feel like my hand feel?
No, I said, big ass pistol on me, nigga. The can real. And the kickback make me can't feel how my hand feel.
Can't feel how my hand feel.
Yeah, nigga, that's some real shit.
It's your first time shooting it? You a first time shooter? I shoot this shit all the time. That shit ain't nothing.
No, nigga.
Nah, I'm just letting you know. When you step your shit up, when you get more shots off, you'll be good.
Let me tell you something. I'm from Baghdad Avenue. So every time they give me something and I come back to the block, they give me some bigger shit. So it's always some bigger shit that I'm kicking back. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, look, man, go ahead. Listen to those cars, man. Go ahead, man. We pulling 50 calibers out now.
Don't do it over me. I'm fucking with you. I gotta make the joke.
That was a fire bar, though. Personally, everybody don't have to see. That's what I'm saying. Everybody don't like my style, but I'm original. I say shit that I know that's fire. I felt like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember when the kickback was like, oh shit, like yo, you drawing, butter. You know what I mean? Philly slang, like, oh, you drawing, put that shit up. Let's run in the crib. We in the alleyway busting off guns. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So like you know, shit like that. So it's all good though. You know what I mean?
And we both biological reactors that'll break down this trash like a landfill. Now I didn't Google it. You feel me? But I'm gonna make an ass out of myself right here on this show right now. I know some people are gonna go Google this, but I'm just gonna make the assumption that a biological reactor breaks down trash at a landfill.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don't kill me in the comment section if I'm wrong. But I think that, right?
Yes, sir. No, that's real shit. No, on some real shit. You know what I'm saying? I knew I wanted to rhyme the word landfill and try to turn it into some kind of punch. You know what I'm saying? I Googled landfill and you know, they got different compactors, biological reactors, all kinds of shit.
Now what's funny is
in the land.
Me and I had a cousin on the show earlier, you missed him. He's also a fellow comedian. I do comedy too. I just don't talk about battle rap. I do comedy on stage and stuff. I'm actually a comedian. Check my comedy.
You a funny nigga.
Thank you, cuz. Check my comedy out, 60 sec jokes. But he wanted me to ask you this question, so I'm gonna ask you since he wasn't here. We grew up in the old school days where people would just show up and battle each other on the spot. You know what I'm saying? Like you was talking about with Cassidy over there. And he was saying that he feels like y'all have too much time to prepare for a battle. Could you disclose how much time you had to prepare for this battle? Or would you just give us an average, or would you,
Yeah, I can answer that in its entirety. Me and Trez had a while to prepare because we were supposed to battle last year. So even though me and him both used our rounds from last year, we still might have had some name flips in there that still sat around, so it is much easier in this. But let me say this. I am not, even though I'm a rookie, I'm a new guy in URL, I am 33 years old, people. That's why it's nothing for me to battle these vet niggas because I'm older than some of them. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is this. I'm used to that on-the-spot shit. I always said these new battle rappers are privileged, so yes, he's correct. You know what I'm saying? Like, we get a lot of time. However, with the new form of energy in the fans, you cannot just battle on the spot no more, because if I got a round in the tuck, I'll be damned if I waste that on the spot for somebody and not put that on a big stage or try to get paid off of the material. You know what I'm saying?
What about the idea of a league, though? I'll be able to talk about it. What about the idea of a league where that's what happens? Would you think that would be something people would want to do?
Yeah, but it'll just have to be for the freestyle type. Can you help me break that down a little bit? It'll have to be for freestyle type niggas, because or just the hungry niggas coming in. You won't get as many classic bars, but you will get a hungry crowd. I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fire, but you won't. You'll probably get a few classics out of 100. You'll probably get about 5 classics out of 100. Man, 5% going to be like straight fire, million view type. Almost, it should have got 1 million views when we only know it got 100,000. You know what I'm saying?
Like, no, you reference using Google and all of that. And obviously, that's something you get with time that you could do. And I'm just saying, do you feel like the culture is better because of that or worse?
I feel like it's good and bad. It gets me mad because guys like myself who don't always back-to-back punch get a lot of criticism because they're like, oh, I heard this before. I heard that before. It was a similar line. You don't be wanting to hear that shit. I'm not watching these battle raps that you're saying I said something similar in anyway. So I think that's the bad thing about it. But the good thing about it is that you can actually be more direct. See, back in the day, you could spit the same rap 1,000 different ways. That did determine if you were a hotter rapper at that time. But now, who can battle better? See, it's about a battle, like a fight. So now I think today it's more of a fight than it was back then, though.
And that's what I said to him too. And that's funny that you referenced that. That's crazy. I also referenced a boxing match. I told him about a boxing match. I talked about that.
Yeah. Boxing, battle rap is boxing and wrestling. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you. It is boxing and wrestling, like kind of like together.
All right.
That's what it's about. Fire. Mean.
You niggas really think it's a game? You niggas really think it's a game? It's not fair. Did you really let that take over bar in 2K? And he did all this good playing the game?
Wait, you said 2K? You play 2K?
Yeah.
What you got?
Play 2K.
What you got?
I got Xbox, bro.
Nah, you do not. Now you gotta die.
I know, man.
No, now you gotta die, brother. Oh, I'm about to melt, brother. I've been waiting to cook a battle rapper in 2K, and it happened that brother might be the first. See that? That's what I'm talking about. You can't make that up. Don't duck me, brother.
Hey, yo, I do my career, and I play on the blacktop. You know what I'm saying? That's all I really do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll bust your ass, no homo. You know what I'm saying?
Come out to the park. Come to the neighborhood. Come out to the neighborhood. Come out here. Come to these vibes. Let me show you what is out here in these parks, man. What we out here doing?
Real rap. I got.
All right, I got to get you on that. We're going to make that happen. That's what's up.
Yeah. Let's get it cracking.
Let's get it cracking. I like to down. I don't know if you know I'm rolling. I'm 60s. I'm neighborhood. You got any?
Okay.
That's what the 60 Cent jokes is. Now, you said let's get it cracking, and you said you are the Kraken. I know what the Kraken is. That's Greek mythology. That was in the Remember the Titans.
Octopus. Yeah.
Yeah, the creature that was let go by Zeus' father, I think, or was Zeus' father? Shit like that, but yeah.
It was I forget, but yeah. Let's get it cracking. I slide up with like 8 different whips, nigga.
I am the Kraken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's crazy.
That
I
was
like
fire.
And keep a monster on watch like Digimon.
That's old school shit.
See, right there, I remember when I was a kid, I had a watch, and it was a monster on it, and you'll never guess what kind of watch it was.
What? I might have had one.
It was a Digiman. It was a Digiman.
Oh man, he said it was a Digiman. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. That bar had I don't care what it is, man.
That is distracting. I ain't gonna lie. This nigga with the gun is distracting me. It's too soon after the Charlotte situation for this low pigment. I'm just saying. I don't even believe in race, but it's just, I don't want to be stereotypical, but it makes you feel like, yeah, this nigga in the room, this might be his dream, this all was a plan. Man, it's Chef Trez. These niggas be like sleeper styles. You never seen the Spook by the Door?
No, I ain't see that, John, but I feel you though. Like,
watch that movie though. It was one of Nipsey's favorite movies. He loved that movie. Long Live the Great, Hood, Long Live the Great. Lay along with him, man. Watch that movie, definitely.
But I would give you today. When this coward lying, he ain't got no heart. Talking beef, that shit not gonna start. Not gonna start. Y'all really came to see shut black on the screen. But this is not South Park.
South Park bars. But that South Park shit.
Like this shit, like random.
Yeah, and you know what?
Almost be second time, y'all, man.
I was gonna say, you know what's crazy, bro? I didn't do a lot of Chef Trez bars purposely because I know niggas probably done did a million of them shits. That's why, like, I'm like, how is niggas being hypocritical on shit that there ain't nobody never say no South Park, Chef Black on screen South Park. I know it. Like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? Like, just go ahead with the show, though. Whatever. I think it's one nigga from, like, 5 different pages just commenting. That's how I feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just saying, like, yo, he's saying the same shit. Why
can you send that nigga to my page? I need more comments under my video. Send that nigga to my page with those 5 pages.
All right, fuck it, man. Bring it on, man. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Like, let them comment. At least they comment. At least they saying something, right? Let them talk. Man.
It must have been a 2 surgery going wrong. Because there's no way in hell he should have seen it. Did this twice.
It must have been a 2 surgery going wrong. There's no way in hell he should have seen it.
Like a fat bitch with stretch marks and tax mark.
It's gonna be a nasty body. Like, you got a problem with BBWs?
I don't have a problem with BBWs.
What,
you
son?
Know what I'm saying?
Nah, son. Nah, man. Like a big girl with a big booty. I have a problem with that fur. Man, you want a skinny team?
Respect, brother.
You have a skinny team? I have a skinny team.
Everything crisp. Everything crisp, man. Like,
nah,
you know what I'm saying?
I
like, when I was writing the bar, you know what I mean? I was thinking of the nastiest fat bitch I ever seen. That's who I was talking about. I just didn't say it.
But if she got stretch marks, could she still be pretty? Could she be a pretty bitch and be fat with stretch marks?
You go look on my page, bro. I am a nigga that'll share a post that's saying, you know what I mean, I love the tiger stretch, bro. You know what I mean? It ain't got nothing, you know what I mean, to do with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had to, I'll take a shot at a fat bitch right now, but I don't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? But,
if I had to.
You know what I mean? But that's battle rap for you. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get caught in the crossfire when you rhyming. You know
I got to stop it because I definitely love the BBW community. Shout out to them. They know how to cook sometimes and stuff. One time I knew one that could cook or whatever.
I love it. Ain't nothing wrong with small women, petite women, big women. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's beautiful, man.
I like the ones with I like the women with vaginas. No offense to anybody else, but I like the women with vaginas.
That's the only women. I love you all.
Skinny, fat, colors, that doesn't matter. Just be yourself. Have a vagina. Cane gang. That was funny.
I put a price on your dogs like PetSmart. That was fine. And then that was bad news, talking shit, heckling me, and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know. So that's all.
Are you cool with bad news or no?
Bad news, man. I'm. You know, ironically, we okay. I mean, I don't have his number or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I watched him battle my man Big Hand down in Atlanta when he was on the come up. Like, I literally watched a lot of these niggas come up in this battle rap shit when I first came around, and then I made my entry. You know what I'm saying? But you know, he good money. You know what I'm saying? But you know, he told me after the battle, like, you know, you my man. It's just Kane Gang Untitled shit. So I'm rocking with my man. That's just how I go, and that's just what it's about. It's a sport. You know what I'm saying? It's a sport. It was pissing me off, though.
Do you feel any pressure or any type of, like, to want to join, not to disrespect your rap clique with this wording, so I mean, but a more prominent battle rap clique, though? You get what I mean, though?
I mean, don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Let's just, okay, you know what I'm saying? Boom. We talking about Chef Trez and them, right? You know what I mean? It's no problem, like, you know what I mean, to get a co-sign from, like, a Kid Gang or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think all that shit is dope. But the way I'm moving personally as a boss, I'm more comfortable with being Blacklight Entertainment. And once I battle Chef Trez, battle Briz, battle Rock, battle Young Cannon, these guys are some of my favorites, you know what I'm saying? Then we can talk about joining up, because I don't want to join a team and I really still feel like we, you know what I mean, missing an opportunity on classics, especially when we didn't grow up from the sandbox. So, you know what I mean? I think it's a dope move. If it happens, it should be natural. You know what I mean? You can't never say nothing ain't gonna happen, but I wouldn't force no issue. And I think Blacklight is moving so heavy for me being really by myself, the only artist representing it currently. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I feel like I'm doing a lot and people feel like 1,000 people be screaming my shit. So that shows a lot from one man. So I'm comfortable with Blacklight in itself, regardless to go up with anybody. You know what I'm saying?
No, I just got to ask the questions. I got you. I mean, that's, you know, that's something I got to ask the questions.
That's fine.
And I'm ready to work. So it's going to either be a funeral or he might have fun at the ER that day, take the L. If I tell you to move the whip, then move the whip. I'm 25 women. Don't get popped for it. And we get heavy kids. All the time, let's get tortured. And they wind up dead if you don't follow the order. So don't be thirsty. Follow the purple and spray it. Get work on my pot like a bottle of water.
Deer park on my bark like a bottle of water. I'm done with capping. I'm done with capping. I pop a little Zen, pick up a little pump, and start
mumble rapping. That shit spitting all everywhere. That means shit spitting out of control, all over the place. Yep. Facts. Yep. Yeah. That's good.
He don't want to see my ratchet in this bitch face.
He don't want to see my ratchet in this bitch. Right, now, come on, son. We talked about niggas saying you said shit that nigga said before. When you said that, I know you said you didn't hear nobody else say that. But ratchets and bitches' faces, come on, cuz. Let's be honest with each other. Ratchets and bitches' faces?
I mean,
ratchets and bitches' faces?
Let me ask you a question.
Ratchets and bitches' faces?
I said straight. I came here with a big 8, and I'll let it talk to your girl as a woman. Basically, you don't want to see my ratchet in your bitch face. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was supposed to be one of those bars that was like, okay, you know what's coming. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, have we heard it before? I mean, nobody said what I said.
Nobody put a ratchet in the bitch face?
Of course we do, but what the fuck? If I want to put, why can't I put my ratchet in the bitch face? So niggas get ratchets in the bitches' faces all day, but I can't.
I just got a ratchet. They got a bitch. I mean, this bullshit. Can I get it? Don't look. Let's make a promise. Make a promise here, Butter. Let's make a promise. You won't put no more ratchets in no bitches' faces unless it's like you.
You know what? I'm not put. All right. You know what? Bitch mouth. All right. There you go.
I turn your bitch out. You would think she a lesbian because I have my ratchet all in your bitch mouth. What? What? I turn your bitch out. You would think she was a lesbian because I have my ratchet all in your bitch. That was crazy. I like that.
It was fine.
Black, white. I like that.
That was fine.
Yeah, so let's go. Let's see. That was hard. I'm fucking with you. That was fine, I guess. But yeah, ratchets have been in bitches. I didn't know if you knew that. I wanted to inform you. I know you said you don't watch everything.
like boom, and then you skip the past the bar. You ain't say nothing, but I think when niggas are, so it's gonna either be a funeral or you gonna have fun in the ER after you take an L. I'm pretty sure niggas broke that word down, maybe or whatever. But dog, like my thing is like. Once shit is brought into transition, I mean, like when they say, all right, let me not go into too many analogies when I'm explaining. But once shit, you know what I mean? Once shit get brought into fruition, like words and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like one bar, the last bar on my third round, I said, like an atheist, because I'm going to be leaving nothing. Somebody told me that. Ryder said that to Snake Eyes, something about, he said nothing on the scene, he be leaving nothing or whatever. All right, for one, I don't remember that Ryder versus Snake Eyes battle, period. I may or may have not watched it back around the time when it came out. I don't give a fuck. Ryder's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? You know, or whatever. I don't know Snake Eyes. I just seen him battle. I said one thing to the nigga. You know what I'm saying? After he battled, I said, you did your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, you know, or whatever. You know what I mean? But my thing is, first and foremost, shit gonna happen like that. You're gonna hear something that a nigga say, and just like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? So basically, niggas is saying, like, since Ryder said be leaving nothing, now we can't say be leaving nothing now. Niggas, don't get it twisted. This whole new breaking the words down and creating oronyms and homonyms and all the shit that we're doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, just because everybody started doing it don't mean that you have to battle rap that way. So if they do put that into fruition, now be leaving nothing can be brought up in a whole different type of concept or atmosphere because it's a punch now. It's open in the air. Like, you get what I'm saying? So, like, you're not going to see me use the pterodactyl line because clearly, you know, that's a twerk. But I didn't know a dactyl was actually a thing in your finger, and it really made sense. I was like, oh, shit, that's crazy. But technically, if I want, I can pterodactyl in a bar now because he made it open for that word. He created the new word. It's just open. What the fuck? You could pterodactyl too somewhere else. I could rap tour with, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but that's my thing. And I think that's the problem with the two over analytical fans. They be just like, you know what I mean? It's like,
all right, you say, yeah, that word. You are old school, dinosaur. That's how I air it at you. I keep airing at you. So I pterodactyl.
Exactly.
I don't know. What I'm saying? I don't know. I'm a comedian. I'm not a better rapper. He's the better rapper.
But you know why that was fire though? Because it's still entertainment at the end of the day. What you just did was comedic enough for me to get a reaction.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
You
wasn't looking to turn it into like a super fire haymaker. You were really just downplaying it. But see, a lot those bars work. You know what I'm saying? You downplay certain bars to get a reaction. But go ahead though.
Yeah, let's go see the next. Look at this.
It's a new era.
Like, if you just a nigga that died in it. Now hold on, wait. I think I might have skipped it because you said 1-0. And we're 8 minutes in. He haven't rapped yet. So how do you do that?
What?
You did the 1-0, but he hadn't rapped yet.
He went first. What, you forgot? I made y'all forget that already.
Oh, he
You
did
forgot we
already.
listened.
Yeah, I did give you the first. I did give you the first, yeah. I did.
1-0.
I did. Open the gates. Try to get the interview with Dre Dennis or this other guy, C-Lo, but you know they mad busy. We're gonna get it in soon.
Shout out to them guys.
Straight out here with his veil, air, and pipe off the gun, so gonna be fresh prints.
In the building.
So questions. So second, guns and punches, what you choose, bro? Choose slow. I'm waiting for the 2-week show. Ripping on the head stuck on the 40 forever. It's a cruise control.
The head stuck on the 40 forever. It's a cruise.
Understand. You in our house, don't take nothing but they'll tell me I shouldn't shoot, but I'll find any reason justify it. Don't try it.
I'll find any reason justify it.
I said, try it. The non-shoot is my beat. The clip got mixed after fluids in his body like an IV. Now facts, no parent discipline and kids and shit. I mean, I'm looking at you, we all have to get this shit. And in your case, it's no difference.
To shoot from the gun.
Act up. Get pistol whipped.
Get pistol whipped.
It's a simple shit. You try to want the best, or what if the block is the best? It's a cookout. They don't want to block to the chef or a steam chill.
It's a cookout.
Feel like a doctor's request. It's a stroke. Best friend that is in a box on his chest. I say the heat is next. If I'm squeezing his chest to bleed, I'm the groggy type. I catch him reading and let him eat. And squeezing and let him see. That was butter in the book. It looked like I'm reading a recipe.
That was butter in the book. Don't stand there. Like I'm reading a recipe. You said he had the best butter wines.
Yeah, he did. He definitely did. The best person I've ever met.
That's a line that references self and you. That's not for for you. That's not for nobody else. Exactly. That's for you, sir. That's not Big K. You know I don't like Big K? I'm not to cut you up. Let me say this. You know I don't like Big K? It's not because he has me blocked. That's not why. Because he blocked me because I didn't like him. That's why he blocked me. Because I didn't like him. So it wasn't no way. But I'll say this. It's because it ain't personal. This is for you. I'm a chef. Your name is Butter. It's like I'm looking up a recipe.
No, that was fire. And the reason why that hit even harder is because, like, we just missed the last bar I said just before, when I said put the ratchet in your bitch face. I was like, but bitch, wait. You needed me for this big plate. And don't give me that puzzling look. I don't know if y'all knew it, but for most meals, the chef need butter to cook. And that
we went over that? We skipped that line?
That last line, yeah.
I apologize. I laughed until I played. Game over. They used that in the trailer. That was fire. That was fire. That was fire. I apologize for that. Thank you. Yes. Don't give me that personal look. That's crowd control. I love that. You exhibit that throughout your rounds, though, and that's what I thought. I was explaining to my wife. Like I said, being an MC is a master of a crowd, and that's what he's exhibiting through his various things.
Thank you, man. I'm glad you peep up on that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's niggas don't even dig. Like, you can't teach that shit. Like, you know what I mean? So, it is.
Well, what be bugging me out when I be hearing other people talk about hip hop, and I'm not here to name names because I ain't never been a rat. I ain't on nobody paperwork. So, but I'll just say this to you that they seem to have no understanding of rap, hip hop, or the culture, anything else besides battles as far as URL. And that to me is an example of who raised you niggas. You know, that type of shit. Who raised you niggas?
Yeah. Exactly. So. It's crazy. That's why I'm like, damn. I didn't watch battle rap change from everything that we know to this shit. So it's like, damn, if they were just born in this shit, that's crazy. That's all they going though. You know what I mean? Like, that shit's sad.
So they're not gonna be able to see that. You blind, baby. You blind because of the fact that you blind. Hold on, wait. Since you was a little kid, you and your homies was on mute? Y'all kept it silent?
No, never. Never.
I'm fucking with you.
Never.
How did you find out?
Be a menace in South Central and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, homie, you know what I mean? You got, yo, listen, hey, yo, that shit used to be crazy, dog.
I know.
You know what I mean? That's what we used to. Well,
your face says it all. Your face right here at this moment, it says it all about you, how you feel about that bar, how you feel about it when he said that. You was not happy he said that. Look how you... You was like, who the fuck did he talk to? We should have we should have silenced it a little bit. We were too loud. Should have kept it silent a little bit. We was bugging out. He said they had shot. He was a kid though. He had silencers on his guns, and that was his way of playing the Kanye game. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. When I was a kid, I did have guns, but none of them had silencers yet. We couldn't purchase silencers for our guns. Now, when you were a kid, when you coming across, your team had guns with silencers on them too. You was like Chef Trez. You was growing up, the guns you had.
He got me on that one, sir. You know what I mean? I still remember my first P89. You know what I'm saying? Rugers.
I had a 357. Little Mag 10, had a little one-shot shotgun, had all type of little joints. No silencers though. Brought them off the street, couldn't go to the gun store and get all the silencers and shit.
That on my side of the hood. You know what I'm saying? If they was, I wasn't.
It's real though. It's real that where Chef Trez is from, so they had silencers. Of course. He said it. Wait. He said it was dangerous, yes. It sounds dangerous. It sounds dangerous. Niggas, little ass kids run around with silencers after niggas get hit. Imagine niggas getting shot in the school. If niggas got silencers, that means niggas get shot in the school, nobody know they hit. Niggas got to report. It's the third nigga this week. It's dangerous. You right, damn right. You damn right, Chef Trez. Sounds dangerous. I don't know if you fucking with him. He's too real where he from.
He's good. He got good bones.
I'm making this is just ridiculous. He said the first sight of a nigga, we let the hand me clap. He ain't say op, none of that. The first sight of a nigga, so they see, don't even your head. Dangerous. Dangerous. It's dangerous over there. Wait. They think smiling strange where you from. Wait. Extra stack of line. Extra stick, less the butter. It's the family pack. And then press T-top. Hold on, wait. Was Prep supposed to do that? Was he supposed to do that ad lib? Was it loud or he just interrupting around?
It was just, yeah, it was just, you know, he's a freestyler. So he's kind of the homie. I was sparring with him a little bit, you know what I mean? Like outside, like before the battle, like an hour or two, you know what I mean? So, like, you know what I mean? Like, I guess he was just trying to, like, you know, say, what's that or what that mean type shit. It didn't really, put it this way, I wanted to actually answer his question, but my next bar doesn't really answer his fucking. That's why when they say old niggas, or not old niggas, but when they say seasoned rappers want to come back to battle rap, that's the little stuff that they don't realize that can happen. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're writing your raps or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
That you can get caught out there.
I'm glad I caught this battle rap shit when I caught it though, because I would have still been rapping my damn self. But I like this new shit though. It opens up the bars more. You know what I mean? I appreciate it. But go ahead.
This thing about to take this down. He thinking to himself like, damn, this the end of. Well, I feel your pain, you fucking man. But if you can be honest for 1 second and look outside your pain, how you really think you was gonna get the window? He's not respecting your time.
How you gonna look outside your pain? You really think you're gonna get the window?
Up on me, man.
You really gonna get the window? You really gonna get the window?
You're breaking up on me.
Hold on, wait. It said you really gonna get the window? Pain? This shit is always the devil, the internet. Ah!
Ain't all that.
Yeah, we should still be lit.
Damn.
You hear me now?
Yeah. Damn, that shit crazy.
He's not respecting your time. That's the big discussion. But I should your one thing, and that's why you're being the ER. Because you ain't listening, but that's just Ricky Bobby.
That's just Ricky Bobby. Will Ferrell bars.
He thinking to himself like, damn.
It's how the endo feels.
Well, I feel your pain, you fucking man. But if you can be honest for 1 second and look outside your pain, how you really think you was gonna get the window? He's not respecting your time.
How you really think you're gonna get the window?
So my thing is, I didn't get no reaction for that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest. I really felt as though that bar was super duper fire. Now, if they don't react or whatever, like I basically started off. I said last time we smoked weed together, we was looking sloppy. Yeah, I said what I said.
I heard you, Ricky Bobby.
Yeah. I mean, he was rolling up that shake trying to do it. And I thought it was full of fire, but that's just Ricky Bobby. Oh, I get it. He pissed he about to take this L, thinking to himself like, damn, this the endo. Well, I feel your pain, you fucking lame. But if you could be honest and look outside your pain, how you really think you was going to get the window? Like, that shit to me was so crafty, but like, I don't know, man. How you feel about that, John?
I thought that line was great. I think you could have said greater if you was sparring with me before you went to the battle. I would have probably said you should have threw seal in there. You could have said, I got this seal, so how would you think you would get the window? You know what I'm saying? Because seal window, I don't know.
Okay. You put more play on words. It was just simple. You're right. I didn't set it up. Okay, that's called the setup. I ain't set it up. You know what I'm saying? I had the endo. I had the whole scheme in there. Because it was doing a lot. You know what I mean?
I thought it was a good bar. I thought it was great. I thought I got it. You did the performance. So I felt like it wasn't something that people didn't get, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good little joke.
My joke. All right, I felt like the joke fell flat in the beginning. All that, you know what I mean? Everything. I felt like the joke fell flat in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? But we can continue the battle, and you know what I mean? Here we go from here.
I thought it was great, but you know what? Things don't always hit in the building. What I can applaud you on is you kept rapping, and that's what I think everybody should do. If it don't hit, every time is ways to challenge it, keep the same energy, keep going. And in this round, you exhibit 2 different ways to do it, and that's a good example of this guy's trajectory and where he's going to go, because he was able to show 2 different ways to confront the crowd when they don't get it. So let's see what happens.
Me not respecting your crowd, that's the big discussion. Like a cricket song, but you get the type I rap it. But I split your muffin, and that's why you be in the ER. Because you ain't lifting nothing.
That's how you be in the ER, because you ain't lifting nothing. Uber. Surf said it.
I know, niggas heard.
Surf said the Uber line now. This happened before that, right, though?
I mean, no, my battle just happened recently, but you know what I'm saying? I've been sitting on these bars for like a year, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Some of them. These bars.
So this happened after Gnome 9?
Some of these bars.
This happened after Gnome 9?
Battle happened last week. I ain't gonna hold you. I was in Atlanta last week. We just got shit done.
So you didn't see Gnome 9? You didn't see Surf versus Geechee, you saying?
Surf versus Geechee. I seen some of that battle. My thing is, bro, I've seen on Little Leagues niggas saying Uber bars before Surf. I don't like, you know what I'm saying?
Nobody ever said it before Surf. Nobody ever said it before Surf. Don't lie on Surf's name. Surf made that shit up.
No, I heard like my saying Uber and Lyft bars, you know what I'm saying? Like, but again, that's one of those things where maybe, you know what I mean, it might be outdated. People might be tired of hearing it. My homies had Uber and Lyft bars. I thought it was a creative way that I was doing it. I was still trying to like direct it towards my opponent. So, you know what I mean? Whatever. You know what I mean?
Is it my jeans, the horseshoe around, true religion? Now I gotta wake him up with another kick. I'm trying to reboot the system.
You know what's crazy? Stop it for me real quick. Not fault.
No, this is it.
If niggas really understand the bars, right? You know what I'm saying? And I know niggas probably gonna be like, okay, well, I mean, that little connection, niggas ain't listening for that. But I think, I mean, that's why I'm gonna start calming down a little bit more. I'm gonna stop. Now, I mean, I'm gonna try something with my next battle with Marv 1. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna go real aggressive with him. I'm gonna try something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want to do a face off on the show. Can I get a face off? Can I get a face off?
You hit Marv up. I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? So, but I said I had dreams of stomping a nigga out, right? Yeah. No, fuck that. It's in my genes to horseshoe around. True religion. So I'ma stomp him out. I'ma stomp him out. Now mind you, I'ma stomp him out till he sleep. But I'm pissed. I thought that you would listen, so now I gotta wake him up with another kick. I'm trying to reboot the system.
Yeah.
The true religion, Buddha system. I don't know if niggas caught that though. See, that's the little shit that niggas don't even know. That kind of coincided with the true religion, the horseshoe too. Yeah. But you know, hey, it's you know what I mean. It's okay. You know?
I mean, all right.
Fuck it.
Okay, you said it.
And when I mentioned he be in a better place instead of dead, we got that same girl.
None of the euphemism.
That was fire, dog. I even asked your little homie to die or not. They wasn't too convincing. And when I mentioned you be dead up in a better place instead of dead, we got that same feeling. None of the euphemism. Yo, that was that. Bro, that's some top tier shit, bro. I don't give a fuck. I was fighting an uphill battle.
You know what you? No offense to you again. You know what you should have said? The setup was crazy. You could have said, well, you said we got the same feeling. They all seem to take it as a joke none of the euphemism, because that's what a euphemism is, a joke in the first place. They seem like they would take it as a joke.
Euphemism isn't just a joke. It's like when you kind of like downplay something else to make it seem like better than what it is. Like he's in a better, like, which is simple. He's in a better place instead of like, yo, that nigga dead. He got killed. He mocked. That nigga going to hell. You know what I mean? Or you could be like, yo, he's dead. He's in a better place. You know what I mean? That's a euphemism. You know what I'm saying? That's
okay.
Of a euphemism.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that nigga rotten. That nigga rotten.
I thought it was hot. I liked it.
You know what I mean?
I liked it. They got my lips. I liked it. It worked for me.
I can intercept and landlines like the phone tag. As far as the internet,
intercept and landlines like the phone tag. As far as the net, I can intercept and landlines like the phone tag. Like, are y'all listening? Are you listening? I'm rapping. Now the nigga with the gun just hit you. Did you want to say something or you feel like nigga got a gun? I'm gonna keep rapping.
Bro, like, shout out to Chris Petty, man. He was trying to hold shit down, man. But you know what I mean? I was not paying attention. I was not nervous. I was not scared.
He just went around hitting. I'm like, this nigga is involved. Remember the other? This is I'm not. I don't believe in race at all. But I'm tell you one thing. We have come a long way from Pat just standing there on the stage. This nigga's on there with a gun, holding a Chef Trez shirt. We in the future. It's good to see barriers are being broke down. This nigga Chris Petty is breaking barriers.
I ain't never looked at
He is breaking barriers.
like that. He living by his name. Ain't it?
I said, I can intercept the landline like the phone tag. If I get the signal, I'll reroute your shit like the phone tag. You try to block it, I'll post the message text like the phone tag. Don't you dare try to cross the line, because I'm gonna run this break a stack.
Like the phone tag.
All that. You too young to know what fucking this is, but this the
whole Mac. You too young to know what a floppy this is, but this the old Mac. Too young to know what a floppy this is. This the old Mac. No cap. I ain't the type of shit. No cap. No cap. I ain't the type of shit.
Bro, yes, that shit was fire. I said, yo, you too young to know what a floppy disk is, but this an old Mac, and I will control alt delete this shit. And I ain't the type of
shit.
No cap. That shit was. Whatever though. I'm just with a little butter.
This is an old man. It's the old man. So wait, hold on. Really, in reality of life, Prep is fake gassing because he heard these already.
Not really. We only went over my first round in the beginning of my second. We keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real, bro. Listen. Dickhead, I'm done.
You just said though. So you had just said that you said your rounds to Prep. Now, did you say it? You know you fucked up, right? You know you fucked up, right?
My name Butter. Watch this. I promise you. I did spit an hour or two before I battled Chef Trez with Prep. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. But I only got through my first round, and I tried to start the beginning of my second, but he was like, keep going over the first. Because honestly, the first round, was the last round I wrote, and that was the problem. That was the round that was giving me the most problems. You know what I'm saying? So that's the one. Yeah.
My bad.
Shit in Atlanta.
I not get it. Obviously, you understand. I get what you're saying. Yeah, this is all new to him. It's new to him.
Yeah, no, the second round definitely knew. He knew the first. But the second round, he ain't here the second or the third. You know what I'm saying? Scouts honor, real shit. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even. You know what I mean? It's butter.
Now, we believe you. We believe you. Everybody here believe you. We believe you.
Okay.
It's gonna be a dark day for the. It's gonna be a dark night for the cave if they try to give a bad signal to Rock.
Top tier shit, bro. I'm talking that top, yo. That's fire. That's fire. Niggas not saying those bars right now, bro. Niggas ain't say that to Rock yet. That was a URL haymaker. You know what I mean? Like if one of them other niggas would have said it.
That's true. It's true.
Bro, I'm thinking a plot. Your balls jump in. I'm sending a shot. And it's going to be a dark night for the cave if they try to give a bad signal to Rock. I cut through ad, spin up the block, then come back round, hit chest with a big back like Mickey D's, the potato on a barrel for Briz, because he know what it is. We making hash browns. Yo, that's
now look, that my wife, she didn't get that, but I got it when they hit that hash brown line. It didn't hit in the building either, which is weird. But it seemed like, I don't know, it's weird because that's a battle rap.
He's like, yeah, park life. Park life. When I said that, you know what I mean? Niggas wasn't reacting.
Oh, T-Top? T-Top said that?
You can hear T-Top say,
like a phone tag. You try to block it, I'll force the message to text. Like a
phone tag.
You nigga try to cross the line, because I'm the fucking greatest that. Like a phone tag. No nigga, all that. You ain't too young to know what the fucking this is, but this
is the old man.
Like a phone tag. Oh, nigga, old that. You too young to know what the fucking this is.
But this the old man.
Control all the feature shit, and I the type of shit.
No cap. You should have wore a hat and threw the hat off.
No cap. Your boys jumping, I'm sending a shot. There's gonna be a dark night for the game. If they try to give a
bad signal to Rock. I cut through ass.
Your boys jumping, I'm sending a shot. There's gonna be a dark
night if they try to give a bad cutting the ass.
Spin up the block and come back. It's just a big back like anything. The potato on a barrel for Briz, because you know what it is.
You make it hash brown.
Before I murder them niggas, I'm gonna kidnap all of this dude, so fuck trying to find them. Treasure, running, so none of these coats and that.
Treasure hunting. Can't find none of these.
I was like, what? Y'all niggas is... I was like, this is how you flip a name, because I'm not a name flip nigga. But I knew that, bro, treasure hunting, and then, bro, that shit ridiculous, guys. I'm glad somebody caught it. I'm glad the camera told different, because I was like, it was like a fucking gang of niggas.
And then the next thing you're gonna say how to you got another treasure line. Treasure chest open. Treasure chest open. Treasure chest open.
Yo, bro, that's surprise.
Treasure chest open.
Treasure chest open.
I'm gonna kidnap all of this dude, so fuck trying to find them. Treasure, running, soul.
None of these clues.
Treasure, running, soul.
None of these clues. And after that,
you get a bullet to the body, the text off. But wait, what a surprise. Look, treasure, chest
open. Look, treasure, chest. Now he might have heard it. That's what he's like, yeah, he heard it before, whatever.
Yeah. You're supposed to know how to do already to work out with him, increase the murder rate. Headshot. And the punch goes behind shot like the bird would take my bills.
Wu-Tang bars. That's what the hip hop has. It'll put his ghost behind chef like the purple thing.
So the things are spinning all one. That's why I got one for all. Like a mustard. Spread got you playing a
I got one for all like a musketeer. That's your slogan?
That's a little like intro, like little slogan that I say, like, you know, like a one bar, you know what I mean, little liner joint, yeah.
When you about to kind of cook, like a Showtime, like a Verb Showtime kind of?
No, I wanted to implicate it like that, you know what I mean?
Like a twerk, like a twerk strapped in?
But it's not the same effect, but you know what I mean? It's
not yet. Like not yet. You ain't make that big stage yet.
I'm gonna create that one. I'm gonna create that one. But this is kind of more like when Trez Mafia do the switchblade. Like, you know what I mean? It's more one of those. It's not supposed to be strapped in or Showtime. It's like when Trez Mafia do his switchblades. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just a quick little, you know what I'm saying? Like, or whatever.
Or like Rum Nitty got the new one, Get Off the Ropes. I like that one Rum Nitty be doing. And you about to get hit with so many punches, the fans yelling, get off the ropes. It's like niggas ain't get it yet. But he been saying it a lot, and I like it.
Notice that. I didn't notice. I don't watch a whole shitload of battles and notice everything yet, but you know what I'm saying? Like, facts, I feel you. If that's cool. Like, yeah,
Rum Nitty is nice. I don't know, brother. I don't know if you want to mix it around. I don't know if you want to do that.
Let me tell you something. First and foremost, I ain't never ran from a fight. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, me.
I'm just saying you might need more time. You might need more time. You might need a little bit more time. Get your foot.
I ain't playing with rum right now. I'm not even drinking right now. July 16th, 90 days. When I go for rum, I'm gonna be back in my bag drinking. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be hitting Jamaica. Not supposed to. We're going to Jamaica the end of August. You know what I'm saying? That's when I'm gonna break the fast. You know what I'm saying?
Congratulations.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, after that, whoever knows, thank you, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
We working. You know what I mean? I still gotta quit these cigarettes, but yeah.
It can happen. Trespassing? That's why trespassing. You in a place you
trespass.
Because trespassing.
Yeah. You get your neck slashed for being in a place you wasn't supposed to be trespassing.
That's what trespass. Yeah. I bought these two DEs nuts, nigga. You know what? I'm not gonna even hold you. You should have. I don't know. You should have said it different because that shit could have hit crazier. You should have said it mad. Because that punch is crazy. That punch is crazy. I like that.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with you. And I hate to admit this, but I feel like if I'm gonna keep it 100 on anybody's show, I mean it's gonna be you right now because you're the only nigga I know that had me. You know what I mean, right here with wifey. You know what I'm saying, with the headphones on and shit.
Shout out to her. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, man. I'm sorry. I apologize, Queen. Thanks for letting me talk to the king.
She good. You know what I'm saying. But I tell you this. You know what I'm saying. My last few battles, bro, even though they've been big, bro, and I've been doing this a lot, like my last little year. You know what I mean? I don't really be preparing fast, like ahead of time for battles. You know what I'm saying? I'm always last minute, last 2 week. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like the way I write, like I'll have a shitload of material down, like on concept. Like I can have a whole page full of concepts, bars, shit that I want to say, angles I can take or whatever. And you know, we got the rounds done, but you gotta set these bars up. So some bars might lose in that type of preparation, like the Twin DE's nuts. You know what I'm saying? Because you last minute writing and you just gotta put it in a simple 2-bar, 4-bar setup. You can't really like air it out. And that's
but I think like you said that line before. Remember when you said the line where you said it's silent, but it's a room shaking? No, it's a standstill. It shake the room.
Yeah.
It's still in. You see how you said that bar where you pause, you let it get silent in the room, and that silence it accompanied your next bar. It's a standstill because the room was at a standstill. So if you would have said these two DEs, if you would have maybe repeated that word and had them looking for no word, and then these nuts, you would have caught everybody. Oh, would have. I don't know. I just you know.
Yeah. No, you're right though. But see, like, you know what I mean? Let's just say if you was my man and I hit you up this far, even if you don't rap, you know what I'm saying? You'll be on it. You'll tell me like, Butter, no, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta do this, do that, and the third. It'd be tough. I mean, a lot of these dudes, you know what I'm saying, got time and got people that's involved, you know what I'm saying, that's sparring with them and all kinds of shit, helping them with everything. But it's tough when you just doing this.
No, I think it's hard. I think it was a hard line. I just feel like I was mad because it didn't get a hit the way I feel like it could have hit. It almost like you rushed it. It's like you rushed through it. Like it's not even. It lost its impact.
So I'm gonna get better with preparation. You know what I'm saying? So that way, trust me. Like if you go back to look at battles like me versus Floss the Boss on Gates of the Garden, me versus Swave Seba, just comfortable battles for me. You know what I'm saying? Go watch those joints and you'll see how like, yo, that nigga on like, you know, he's Super Saiyan right now. He ain't go God mode yet, but you know what I mean? He's Super Saiyan right now. And it's like, yo, boy, you know what I mean? Dude, nice. Right now, I'm just like Goku kicking niggas' ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's real shit. That's how I look at it. Even though I'm an older nigga.
Shout out to Don Primo.
You know, coming.
Free Don Primo. Free my nigga John. That's my one of my Dragon Ball cousins neighborhood. He fuck with that Dragon Ball, so shout out to him real quick. Shout out to him.
We all feel like Goku, you know what I'm saying, in our own right. You know what I'm saying? Like we all, and you already know. So any true Dragon Ball Z fan already know what I'm talking about. I'm definitely.
Yeah, we all in that.
You know what I'm saying?
At various moments, we all take our hyperbolic chamber visit, and you know we just all improving. That's just a constant thing. We all gonna get our, reach, you know, different levels of Super Saiyan. It's gonna really happen.
Yeah. But I think with some real shit, you know what I mean? Like, damn, I'm high. I lost train of thought. My fault. But you know what I mean? Right. Let's get on with the show, man. You know what I mean?
It's okay. It happens to me. I'm high. I've been smoking and drinking the whole time, so I'm fucked up too. So it's like, don't worry about it. We're gonna get it. Oh. Cut the bullshit. That's what we doing tonight. We cutting the bullshit on the gay shows. Got my guest Butter from the block, official Butter. Now, how did you feel when Chef said that? When they said it was 1-1, did you agree with him? When Prep got the audience to say it was 1-1, did you feel like, nigga, shut the fuck up?
Yeah, you know, as a rapper, yeah, of course, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, in your mind, you like, I mean, especially if like it's an uphill battle, but I wasn't too mad at Prep because I know at the Gates of the Garden, you know what I mean, how we try to like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in his mind, he was trying to look out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I believe in his mind, like he was trying to like, you know, because he know niggas wanted to say Trez won that round. Because, you know what I mean? Some of my shit fell flat. I had a few more dry spots than he did. But at the end of the day, I feel like it was still 2-0. I feel like, you know what I mean? I feel like it was 2-0. But whatever, move on.
And then he does this rebuttal. And he does this live rebuttal that gives him some steam going into the third, some heat. So, you know, did you feel like saying, Prep?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Be honest right now. Did you want to say that? Cut through the bullshit.
I ain't want to tell you shut the fuck up. No,
I say, Prep, it's not your battle. Shut the fuck up, Prep. The nigga trying to...
Fuck it. We ain't calling nothing. You know what I mean? Fuck it.
I'm joking now. Just let him talk. Let him rap. Let them rap. Let the niggas rap. I thought this nigga was MC Search in there with the gun. I said, MC Search got the gun, and that's crazy. Floppy disk, I create one with a spine shot. He just made that up right there. You not impressed?
I said, you know, this Sherman was a leading game, do it like stupid type. Every minute pass, using height, fill away. young folks try to bring it over the bottom. She'll spread butter all over the course. Not that. When I spend the spit that I'm ready to get trigger victim. Gloves on, masked up with a tool in the garden like Asian women.
Masked up with a tool in the garden like Asian women.
Gloves on, masked up with a tool in the garden like Asian women. I'll give you the opportunity. 1950, I'm standing away with me. He's stuck in a house. His friends
What you saying?
You said masked up in a tool with the garden like Asian women. All right, maybe I'm asleep. Maybe I don't get the references. You know what I mean? What does it mean?
When you watch kung fu, when you watch kung fu movies, a lot of the women in the movies, they're Asian, and when they be practicing kung fu, they practice in the garden, and you'll see them. And then if they're ninjas, they'll be masked up in the garden practicing their ninja kung fu with tools on.
With tools?
Because they got
What the fuck? Hey yo.
You know Trez better than me. You could have done. You know what? That's why we gotta make. I want to bring both niggas on. That's what I want to do because I can only speak so much for Chef. I can't. I don't know what he really meant. I don't know.
I asked you. So you all right? Your niggas was masked up in a tool with the garden like Asian women.
I had niggas messed up before in life. I had niggas, you know what I'm saying? You know, we didn't do nothing. We just put mask on. We didn't commit no crimes with the mask on. But yeah, I got masked up before. And it wasn't Halloween. I did that, yeah.
Oh, man. No. Like, I mean, no, that's cool. The Chinese women, all right, so that's what they do in the garden. All right, cool.
I don't know a lot. I don't want to be racist.
I'm saying it. That's what I'm saying. Some bars be going over my head, I guess. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is.
I guess it's Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. You talking about that movie?
Masked up with the tool is like simple, easy. Okay, I get that. You know what I'm saying? We know that. All right, bet. Masked up with the tool in the garden.
Like Asian women.
There's a reference to kung fu movies when the Asian women be training in the garden with tools.
I just made that up. I don't. You got the block in your name, but you done nothing for it. What have you done for the block, brother? Tell us what you did for the block.
I put the block on right now on my name. Let them know that it's a solid block. You know what I'm saying? We got good people like myself coming from it. That's what I've done already.
He on the Gangster Service announcement. I can't agree with you, Chef. You ain't come on yet. He helped out this block. To the white show on the block like Archie Bunker.
Like 1 second left in the clock, it's your last plate. I'm raising two. I got dad weights on 140 on each side. This shit is drag race.
140 on each side, it's drag race. I'm raising two. I got dad weights. Black and blue with a side of red and blue is like a Rubik's Cube.
Catch your body. That's the shit you never done. I said, catch your body. That's the shit you never done.
He said, you never caught a body. Speak on that, brother. Have you ever caught a body? Not a, you know what I mean? A rap body, not a nigga you killed. I mean, hip hop wise.
Yeah, Floss the Ball.
Floss the Ball.
He was a good batter though. He fought, but he had a good round. But he choked up and stumbled, and it wasn't good for him.
So because of that, it's considered a body. So you do have a body on your resume, at least one.
Yeah, not even just that, but I was flawless through my whole round. You know what I mean?
No, I get it. No, I get it. I know how body is produced. I know how body is produced. So that's your one body you do have. You do have a body though.
Let's tell you, watch that Floss the Boss or Slave 7 battle. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it
body
is.
Slave 7.
Did I body Slave 7? No, I 30'd him though. I didn't body him because like he too heavy. It was on beats and he too heavy. Like,
but it's Slave 7 though. But it's Slave 7 though. That's like bodying Head Ice. It's like, so what? Nobody cares. Like,
yeah. Well, shout out to the big homie, man. But you're right though. I feel you. You know what I mean? No, actually, in times like, I mean, yeah, it didn't do the numbers that I thought it would do. But at the same time, you know, it is what it is, man. But I feel like I 30'd him, I bodied him.
Well, good job. Salute to you.
Yeah.
You know what they say about a tree that falls on the floor if nobody sees it, right? Nobody hears it. Tree didn't fall. Tree didn't fall. The 11 young and shoot crazy. Not like Clay, but Trey, the 11 young.
I'll tell you what, when I battle E-Nuts on the gate to the garden. If I was petty, I would go be like, I said to E-Nuts, I said,
hold on, wait, before you say wait. So you're saying by saying it right now, you're not being petty, or you agree that you're about to be petty?
I'm being petty.
Yeah, be petty. I just want you to be honest with it. Be honest. Now, be petty.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like, no, I can't remember the exact concept of the bar, but I told E-Nuts that y'all can clearly go look it up. You know what I'm saying? It was one of the, I had a lot of memorable moments in that fucking battle. But, you know what I'm saying? You go to that battle, and I said something about something got a Curry shot. Something. Anyway, I said my Trey Young. You know what I mean? Bottom line, I said something about my Trey Young. You know what I'm saying? Old shooter, new shooter, something about my Trey Young. It wasn't the same shit what Chef Trez said, but when I said something about the shooter, the way he just said it, it reminded me of my bar. But like, that's the type of time niggas be on. They be trying to catch shit like that. Like, that shit, I think is corny, man. Niggas be looking too deep into that shit.
Sometimes, yeah. Good thing we not petty like that. Good thing we not petty like that. It's a good thing we not like that. We not on that type of time. We don't do that. We don't tell people to go look at E-Nuts battle where he battled and said the same exact line. We wouldn't say nothing like that on this show. That would be petty of us.
Exactly. That's not what we do.
You can't go on YouTube and type in E-Nuts and Butt in the Block. Which round did you say it?
It was in the first round. It was one round.
We're not going to tell you that. We're not going to be petty and say, go look at the first round right now and see where he said to E-Nuts the same exact bar that Chef Trez just said. We're not going to accuse him of stealing that. That's not us.
I wouldn't tell him that. No, it wasn't the first round because I spit first anyway. But hey, who cares, right?
So it's the bottom of the first?
It's in the middle of the first.
Middle of the first. But we're not going to say that. We won't say that. Now, we're not going to talk like that because that's petty shit, son. We don't do petty here. Your name is Madison? Brother Madison?
Sounds good, man. You can use whatever name you want. You know what I mean? Whatever name you want to try to use.
Does he have Madison Square Garden?
That was an okay bar, but I don't really like it.
It was about you. That was not. That would make it hard. You don't get what I'm saying? That would kind of make you a little more biased. I don't like this shit. It's alright. We can talk about you.
But I think, like, you know what I mean, like the way the bar was set up, he could have done it better. You know what I'm saying? But that's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So do you feel like this stuff that's off limits? What do you think about people like the Misfit battle You know, him bringing your last name. Is there stuff that's off limits? Like, remember Farrah? Did you see the Farrah funeral Misfit battle where Farrah, she talked about Farrah's dead mother, and Misfit said, she tried to say it wasn't in the contract, and it might have not been in the contract, yada, yada, yada. Stipulations and battles. What do you think about that?
I'm from an era, man, where anything goes. You gotta have tough skin.
Yeah.
If you know, fuck, I have a daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know my daughter. You don't be around my daughter. You don't know nothing about my daughter. I'm a great dad. You know what I'm saying? She knows I rap and do stuff. If she was to ever see that shit, she'd be 9 years old. Shit, and notice somebody talking about her, I'd be like, here, pussy, baby, daddy, and beat him up. She not worrying about that.
I feel
like,
you.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, so, like, I mean, but you know, personally though, if you feel like, all right, boom, I'm gonna give you an example. When I did Battle Swave, it was a conflict, and I always got, it wasn't a super big conflict because it was really kind of like an easy decision to make. But, you know, just to put it out there to the world, it was almost, you know, a discussion, and we debated it a little briefly. You know what I'm saying? Whether we was going to say it or not. I came up with a bar for Swave. You know what I'm saying? I was going to reference, you know, one of his dead homies, and I'm not even going to reference it here now because I don't want to put the energy into the air. But I could have referenced his homie, and the rhyme was set up perfect for it. But I was so smooth in the rap that I didn't say his name. I just said, nah, you know what I'm saying, like, or whatever. And I mentioned some other group members in light of whatever I was talking about. And even Poison Pen came up to me mad times like, yo, I'm glad you didn't, you know, say that. Even Sarah, you know what I mean? Sarah Connor came up to me, you know what I'm saying, and told me, you know, she glad I didn't, you know, step over the line, whatever. But I could have mentioned that dead friend's name.
About now. It is obvious who you're talking about, but whatever.
I could have mentioned his name, but that would have been kind of like.
But see, this is awkward. You know why it's awkward, right? You know why it's awkward? Because I know you said you don't want to say the name, and I'm not trying to get you to say the name, and I'm not going to say the name because obviously me being a battle rap fan, I know the name, but I feel awkward not saying the name because I feel like if we don't say it now, are we not giving that man respect because we all know him as a legend? You don't get what I mean, though?
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Pumpkinhead. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace.
You don't get what I mean, though?
Now that you say, because the energy, remember, the energy got to be genuine, though. People got to feel that across the world. You know, we talked about it. You know what I mean? We know the energy, so we want to make sure that it's always in positive light. You know what I'm saying? But
there's no disrespect.
We still real niggas at the end of the day. Just Of course. So, like I said, you know what I mean? It was a debate whether I should say it or not. It was like because it was a slick rhyme. And one of my friends was like, yeah, man, fuck it. You know, we just don't go. We don't owe them nothing. And then I was like, And then my other man was like, no, man, you moving. You know what I mean? You move in a different way. You don't want to have that type of energy on you. And that's what the decision ultimately came down to because everybody in the squad or people were like, no, we ain't going to do that. No, even some niggas that I knew was in the trenches, you know what I'm saying, was like, no, don't do that because you wouldn't want nobody to do that to you. Blase, you know, blase. So, you know, we kept it at that and was like, you know what? All right, we're going to be respectful because sometimes some niggas will sacrifice word or whatever for an image in battle rap, and I don't need that. I can rap. You feel me? So, you know, I was like, you know,
I respect at that point, but over here I felt like it's different. I don't feel like you're being disrespectful, and I was just saying, to me, just my perspective of the situation at this point, in this moment, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to say no salute to him. I want to say shout out to Pumpkinhead, you know what I mean? Because, yo, he's a legend. And I think it's awkward because I feel like people always want to say everything is disrespect, but sometimes I feel like even when people are making fun of Tech Nine, and I'm just going to speak on this in the battle rap culture, I feel like it's still a salute.
I want you to talk about it, but at the end of the day, and let me just end it off with that. And because I almost forgot, this is another Pinnacle thing. I didn't know who he was. I did hear of his name before, you know what I'm saying, Pumpkinhead, and that was one of the things too. Around that time, somebody else, one of my friends, had mentioned something about him or whatever on a post, and I think he was going at it with Lex Luthor, and they almost got like sideways or some shit, you know what I'm saying? And I had to call Swave like, yo, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? That's my man, you know what I mean, type shit. You know, the dead, all that shit. And this is before me and Swave even battled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like I said, I didn't know who he was. So that's really why niggas didn't give a fuck neither, though. You know what I mean? As to, like, not think about it at first. Because niggas would have said their name because we was ignorant to who he was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then once I became knowledgeable of the situation as a grown man, I knew what I would have had to deal with if I did. Now me and Swave is good. That's my big brother. He tell me he love me all the time. We joke, we bid, we see, you know, each other at events. Now it's all love between me and Swave. And any opportunity I would need from him or vice versa, I can get that now. So it's a good thing that I didn't, you know what I'm saying, you know, be ignorant and not get knowledgeable of the situation. You feel me? But go ahead, back to you, Jay. You know what? Let me put my piece out there again, because you about to mention Tech Nine. Rest in peace to Tech Nine for his family. You know what I'm saying? I'm friends of his family, and that's who I got cool with through Tech Nine through his family. So you know, again, I work with his pop. You know what I'm saying? I'm the first person that leaked the information about Tech Nine's passing, which obviously, you know, it's all right. You know, that's what I'm doing. I'm just doing a just do of you know, putting the information out there. Obviously, none of us knew about any allegations, anything. You know what I mean? You know, clearly I'm clueless. You know what I mean? If his dad didn't even know what the fuck is going on, I'm telling his dad hit me up and told me, so he called me by my work name. He said, such and such. He said, you know, what's the stuff I'm hearing about that everybody keep telling me? You know, this was the day after the funeral. And I thought he knew already. But he was just, you know, be clueless. You know what I'm saying? He didn't know. And I told him, and then he was in shock. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't talked to him in weeks, you know, after that. You know what I'm saying? You know, whatever. It took him a while to even come back to work. I think he only came back to work like one day. Like, that's how deep it is. His dad is older. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to throw that out there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I was just saying. I was gonna say was that I feel like for people, even when being disrespectful in a sense, I feel like by saying somebody, I feel like by saying somebody's, I was gonna say by saying somebody's name and keeping the person relevant, I feel like it's underlying compliment to some extent because it's better than just wiping them from history. And I feel like a person who was involved in the industry where people make fun of them would not mind somebody making fun of them in depth. I feel like it's different when somebody makes an Emmett Till line about, like when Lil Wayne makes a line like, I beat the pussy up like Emmett Till, opposed to T-Top making the self-checkout line because Tech Nine was a battle rapper. I can't speak for him, but he's used to people making fun of him. That's the industry he was in. He stood on stage and people made fun of him. So to be still in a battle rap culture talked about, whether good or bad, that to me is, I would want that. I would want people making fun of me if I passed on a battle rap. I wouldn't want people to be afraid to talk about me because I'm dead. I don't want to not be, you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain to you.
Well, look, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I get the gist of what you're saying. At this point in time, you know, I gotta admit that if I see anybody slander his name, I can't jump to, you know, his defense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't, because I don't support any of the allegations. I don't support any of the, you know, what he was accused for. You know, if he was a good friend or a close friend of mine or not, if he was here to defend himself, I would grind him the fuck up. Like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Like, I would snap the fuck out. Like, you know what I'm saying? If he was living. But he's not here to defend himself. That's why I don't grind him up in a situation out of respect for his family or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what it is, I mean, in these streets, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether he did or not. I'm here. I know his family. I know what's going on. Whether y'all want to believe he did, whatever he did, you know, he still had, you know, things going on that wasn't as bad. So it's just kind of like, what is fucked up. And I mean, I don't agree with nothing. I have a daughter. You know what I'm saying? Any child or whatever, you know, and the situation was serious or what I heard. So, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not touching it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it just depends on who you are, man. Some people got different morals. Is my bottom line. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be mad at nobody who doesn't respect, you know, I'm in a situation and try to slander the name or try to, you know, spit bars for it. Because at this point, you know what I mean, who am I to, you know, if you don't stand for nothing, you fall for anything.
Yeah.
You know, you got to stand. It is what it is. You know, you got to take care of it.
Even butt on the list is a strong.
I say I'm focused now. So any opponent becomes a casualty, I promise myself. If anything slow niggas a masterpiece, I love the gun. The iron eye put a hole in one. Headshot. I had his neck in. The chick see the shot roll. I damn sure shot. You trying to becomes a casualty. I promise myself.
To take these niggas a masterpiece.
I love the gun. The iron eye put a hole in one. Headshot. I had his neck in. The chick see the shot roll. I damn sure so. You trying to file. You trying to file. That is point my action. Carefree. Like no hands. I'm a God specimen. I'm a rare breed. 12 you into the situation.
I'm a rare breed.
What I'm saying, Chef. We are these keys enough that you gotta swear.
What are these hands?
They heckling me.
That's
They
fire.
heckling me in the crowd, man. Now they heckling me in the crowd because he ain't got no more rounds to rap, and I still rap. You know what I mean? Like they don't want.
They ain't want to hear you.
Nope.
What I'm saying, Chef. We are these keys enough that you gotta swear.
Well, are these hands enough to end this square beef? Ravioli. I'm a vegan, but ravioli bars.
To the Bobby store in Philly to get a soda. You know how I'm being entertained. I'll take you what you want.
This is my, I like this. This is fire.
I'm a rare breed. Talk you into the situation. Because you dared me. So I'm saying, Chef, we are these keys enough that you gotta swear.
I like the Spanish line.
Was it you like coming off the top? I figured I'd leave with the names. I took him to the Bobby store in Philly to get a soda.
You know how we entertain.
I said, well, yeah, I've been eating steak and I told him to go on the ghetto shop. When you heard about my sister became club, then I come off the top down and animal freedom.
You ain't know about my season again, my little top right. I wouldn't need to hear this.
Like a Uber driver. What is a unicycle? One round have you taken the seat like keep a moving like
One round had you taking the seat like a unicycle. Shut up.
Sometimes niggas make me die and then he's stuck up the side. I want to switch shit door when I let it cross from the side. Bobby was sitting at work sale. Bobby was sitting there. I said, Bobby was sitting in Brixton. I let my homies off, but I was by myself and the band don't back it up. Basically, I was home alone, trapping in the house like a cold and cold.
Yeah, niggas did say that. I'm sorry to bother you. Niggas said that. Niggas is trapping in the house like Macaulay Culkin a lot. I'm gonna get mine with you, cuz. Oh, I ain't gonna lie to you. You don't cut to the bullshit. You said it yourself. Niggas been doing that. I'm just telling you. I know you said you didn't see it. You haven't heard it. I get it. I'm not mad at you. I'm just gonna tell you, for a person who watches a lot of battles, niggas is
Okay.
Niggas is trapping in the house. Like
Who said it?
Who
said trapping in the house?
Name a nigga. You know any battle rappers? You know some?
Who said it? I'm asking you. I don't know.
Everybody.
Fuck it, everybody.
Everybody.
We'll take that one.
I'm not saying you didn't hear it. I'm not saying you heard it. It's like, it's this bitch Big K, not to keep going on his bed or whatever, but this nigga said a Contra line versus Rum Nitty. Contra.
I had a Contra bar a couple years ago against Feast and Peace.
You see that?
But it wasn't even a Contra line though. It was like I just said Contra in my setup. It wasn't even like you know what I mean? I don't know. Whatever.
He had unlimited
trapping in the house like Macaulay Culkin. I guess I could take that. You know what I mean? I know it's a simple bar. You know what I mean? It could have been said in the DVD days. You know what I mean? So you right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, probably so, maybe. You know what I mean? But that's lazy writing too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to I'm not going. But at the same time, it's not really lazy writing. I wouldn't say that because when you hear it, you liked it. You know what I mean? And if you get a reaction out of it when you spit it to somebody and they be like, oh, it'd be like, okay, all right, I got one. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really what it be. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, whatever. You gotta let a nigga. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna choose who I start sparring with a little bit more. I might, you know what I'm saying? Like hit you up. You know, see, shit, you know what I'm saying?
You don't want to do that. They fuck for me. It's over for these niggas. Black light. It's we gonna start exposing niggas. I watch too much battle rap. I know too much. Nigga, don't do that to people. That's not fair. That's what we acquired.
We can get a problem for real. So fuck your shit. Cause I'll live in the garden. The last time y'all seen me play, I was the one dropping the bill. On a block of the bill.
I was the one dropping the bill.
Track the speed, I was jumping every hurdle that I got in the field. Trez, we know what's happening. I'm from Philly. We basically made that rap. When we tell you Trez, you from Atlanta.
Said you from Philly where y'all made battle rap?
I said we from Philly. We basically made battle rap because we kept it trending. We not talking about poor. We not talking about all that Cool Mo D, all that, you know what I mean, KRS-One, you know what I mean, Live on the Corner, Biggie Smalls, you know what I'm saying, verse Cream shit. We not talking about all that. We not talking about that. We know about homage. You see, I'm naming classic staples. You see, I'm naming staple shit. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the era and what we know today of like that gritty acapella battle rap. That shit came from the Philly DVD wave and Cassidy Point Blank period. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then, you know, with the first people that got their shine, you know what I'm saying, off of it, you know what I'm saying, like to monetize off of it was guys like Murder Mook, Loaded Lux, and then of course Smack. You know what I'm saying? Like to keep it real.
First person to monetize was Smack and his people. Mook didn't really get to monetize the way he should have, let's be honest. Lux didn't monetize the way he should have, let's be honest.
No, that's true, but I'm talking about battle rap, like staples, like in battle rap, regardless of not, Mook and Lux worked their way on those DVDs. They worked their star power. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? As in where, like, in Philly, when we had our run, the YouTube had just started running after when niggas started getting signed. So, like, everything kind of stopped. And now New York took over. I mean, but whatever. I ain't even mad, though. You know what I mean? I just feel like it was a wave. You know, whatever.
You don't feel like you said that because you're from Philly? You're from Philly. That's what it is. You didn't say that because you're from Philly.
No, genuinely, Philly is a reason for battle rap, bro. Today's battle rap, bro. Like, come on, man. A lot of OT niggas tell me that, too. When I get around them, they be like, no, it's real shit.
They say that to you?
Watching that Philly shit. Yeah, they be saying they be watching that Philly shit, and that's where they started.
In the future, can we expect a Black Light comic book?
That'd be fire. Yo, a lot of niggas don't know, man. Like, all jokes aside, if I get around the right people, bro, my brain can do a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know why I was thinking that? You know why I was thinking that?
Yeah.
Because you're drawing. You're drawing.
Damn, you set me up for the failure, man. You had me believing in myself.
You can still do it. I felt bad, but I had to hit my line. Dude, that would be fine. You're right. Drop that. But right now you're drawing. Philly is good. Shout out to them guys. Shout out to you from Philly. But everybody knows that there's not no real good battle rappers in Philly really that much. You might be one of the only ones.
No, we got a few more, man. Y'all missing out, man. V's the Outlaw, Dub the Phenom, Easy the Block Captain, Diesel.
Easy the Block Captain?
We got a...
He only famous for getting bodied by Twerk. He famous for Twerk fucking his girl.
That's sad.
That's what he's famous for, though. That's what he's famous for. That's how I know him. That's how I know him.
That's sad.
That's his biggest view battle. His biggest view battle is the battle with Twerk. with Twerk says he fucked his girl. That's the reality of life we live in. That's not me making jokes. It might sound funny to some people or whatever, but that's the reality of life. And most people that know of him would know of him from that battle. That's his most viewed battle. And Twerk says that he was fucking his girl in the mouth and all of that. You didn't watch it?
Damn, nah. Yeah, I was there.
Are they still together? Since you know him, are they still together?
About to be married, bro. I'm off that, man. I ain't even talking about that shit, man.
Him and her? Him and her about to get married?
Good, man. They good. They good. Man, respect, man. You know what I'm saying?
We supposed to think Easy from the Block is a big thug when your girl had Twerk in her mouth? Like she used to work at the strip club? Because your Gickers is a bar, yeah. I did just now. I just said that just now.
Wow.
I'm sorry, that's what I was saying if I was mad on you, Easy. A lot of those bars. Salute to them, because congratulations on your engagement.
Back to the fifth.
That's how I see what's up.
Right.
We heard about my season in game. They're not the one time. Like an Uber driver, what is a unit say? One round haven't taken a seat. I keep a moving like
I said that one round people haven't seen.
Sometimes niggas don't get out and nothing but ride. And then he's stuck up his side. But I wasn't free. So I was with kicked off when I let it bust from the side. Bobby was sitting in Brixton. Bobby was
Sydney Brixton.
I said, Bobby was sitting in Brixton. I let my homies off.
All right.
I was by myself and the band don't bag it up. Basically, I was going
like Collie Cobb.
walking in the Sunday service. Church, and the preacher started messing with the juice. It keeps me inspired. The congregation find out too steady. Everybody in the group or something they sure.
That's what we acquired.
But you better rap poppin' now. Or we can get it poppin' for real. So fucking shit. Cause I'm in the garden. The last time y'all seen me with a plate, I was the one dropping the bill on a block with the swill. And I got 900 skills. Track the speed, I was jumping every hurdle that I got in the field. Trez, we know what's happening. I'm gonna kill it. We basically great battery. When we tap your shit, you do pretty later. When we change it, I'll get this thing out. This shit's an epidemic.
It's an epidemic. Stud right there, LGBT community. She wasn't offended. She's part of the academic. She's spreading.
But outside the A, we don't never really see him represented. That's because nobody really know him in the A. The only people know him in the AI, he's up at the clinic.
AIC at the clinic? Shut up, stupid. Shut up. Shut up. Shut your mouth. Shut up.
I can't get this thing disgusted because the game got shot at me, so now I gotta go hate this.
He said somebody else said it. It's fire. Died in it. I'm butter getting the pound. And you say 3-0, you then say you won. Nigga with the gun give you the pound. So obviously, what do you call the battle? As we watch it back, you hearing it back, just now with me grading your bars, what do you feel? Did I change your impression or you feel the exact same way?
Man, with you watching it, I feel much more confident in the battle, to be honest with you. Because like when you watch the battle with somebody, when you watch the different battles with somebody, like you can actually see through their eyes. Like, I'm one of those people that can see through other people's eyes. That, you know what I mean? Like, I'm an MC, like, as you can see. Like, I'm a salesman in real life. Like, I do this shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever. So, you know what I mean? My thing is, I see the way how you view battles. You know what I mean? You could pause and listen, and you really critiquing it. You're not worrying about the full delivery of the cadence. That may be your first watch reaction. Like, you can give a first watch. But if you breaking down a battle, like really breaking down a battle to see who's the winner, you're not worrying about the little hecklers or whatever. You just listening for the bars, listening for certain shit. So it's like, damn, that shit was fire. It was fire. I might have heard it before. Okay, you got good name flips. So I feel like looking at it through your eyes, man, and me listening to the battle again, I feel like Butta got the first. I feel like, man, I took the third, man, kind of convincingly, man. I think I took the third kind of convincingly as well. I think the first I edged it out, you know what I mean, like kind of clear a little bit. But I think I took the third kind of convincingly. It can be debated if y'all want to go off his freestyles and his momentum that he had in the beginning of his third, but I don't know. And I feel like the second round is debatable. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I feel like I might have got him. You know, I feel like I had more dry spots. You know what I'm saying? If you want to judge it off that, you know what I'm saying? Consistency, he might have had a more consistent second round. You know what I'm saying? You know, he ended it off with a good bar, you know, so I ended off my third with a good bar. So, like, you know, I feel like, you know,
Well, I got to give you my honest opinion. I honestly feel like going into this third, it was exactly what the audience was saying. It was 1-1. I'm giving you the first. I do give Chef Trez the second. I do have a lot of respect for freestyle rebuttals. Even though he did it in the third, I feel like the ones he did in the second was greater. So because of that, I gave more points for that. And that's the round I feel like he clearly won. Part 3, I feel like he could have hit a little bit more crazier. And he didn't give me enough. And I'm not just saying that because you're here. I would say that if he was here, I feel like you edged him a little bit in the third. It wasn't a clear, like, body. You could have probably did a little greater, but I do feel like you edged him as far as more punches that hit for me as a person or more things that were said, in my opinion. So I do feel like it's a 2-1. You getting the first and the third, you losing the second. You know, if you're mad you lost the second, don't be mad at me. Be mad at yourself. You got to do greater because you are greater. You know what I'm saying? Keep running your marathon. And take you, like you said, don't get more. There's nothing wrong with having more sparring partners. I think that's one of the things that people that are in the rap cliques got an advantage of, to have people who are top talents listening to them and saying.
And said, like, I'm from Philly too. Like, you know what I mean? You said earlier that you don't really see a lot of hot-ass battle rappers from Philly. I'm not going to argue with that fact, but, you know what I'm saying? I get what you're saying, like the ones that's being pushed and, you know, different things like that, the ones that's really making some noise that look like killers. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? That in itself, too, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in a city, like, where, like, motherfuckers is not, like, listening. Niggas don't give a fuck about battle rap, like, in Philly like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's funny because, I mean, you said you wouldn't argue it, but let's be honest. The biggest Philly battle rapper doesn't battle rap. It's Cassidy. That's the biggest Philly battle rapper. He's the biggest battle rapper in Philly right now, Cassidy. And he don't even really battle rap. He just has one battle. So, I mean, you think about. I'm not trying to insult Reed. But yeah, but he don't battle that much either. He has a battle coming up. But even when he does, he's just considered a vet. He's not considered a top vet either. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, he's not a Mooks, Lux person. Even though I feel like they are overrated, he's underrated if anything.
He would have been them if he would have battled them back in the day. What I'm saying is, when he got that deal and he didn't take that deal, what happened was he stopped playing on the court. He took it to a whole nother league. You get what I'm saying? Like, and when this league, you know what I mean, elevated, you know, he wasn't around for that transition. See, the fans and the new fans was babies watching Mook and watching Lux after, you know, their older brothers was just watching Reed. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, they don't realize that their older brothers was just watching Reed, but they grew up off of Mook and Lux. You know what I mean? Because that's just the way the DVD went. You know what I mean? That's just the way it was. You know what I'm saying? And then it should have been Mook battling Reed, not Young Hot. Let's be honest here. You know what I mean? If Mook would have battled Reed then You know what I mean? Because let's keep it real. Mook was chasing Reed. He was chasing Cassidy. He was chasing all these guys. But unless you was around to know that, you don't know that in this era. So, you know what I mean?
The fact that Philly ducked New York at that time stayed your legacy.
Don't do that. Philly didn't duck. What I think it was is I think you know what, in hindsight, he did duck the wreck because of what happened. You know what I mean? In hindsight,
cut through the bullshit. In hindsight, he ducked him. He ducked him.
But he had a legitimate reason to, is what I'm saying. He had a legitimate reason. He was signed, yo. It wasn't about that. We didn't know.
Honestly, in real life,
we didn't.
If Cassidy or Reed would have beat Mook, think about where Mook would be considered right now, and think about when you said that line of Philly keeping battle rap alive and all that stuff, you said it would have been more real because they would have had killed. If anything, they stifled where battle rap could go by not taking that battle. I mean,
that's the sharp knife. I agree. That world battle rap and hip hop shit was the determination. Because all we had was Tech 9, E-Ness. We should have had versus, you know what I'm saying? And it would have been, because honestly, E-Ness won. You know what I mean? It's debatable with Rex and Tech 9, but I feel like Tech 9 got him. You know what I'm saying? And Reed probably would have been smoking up there against Mook. I don't know though, because Mook did have some bars. But that's why I'm gonna be unbiased. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who would have won. You know what I'm saying? But I know Reed was. We shouldn't have had Young Hot up there. I battled Young Hot literally. Like, you know what I'm saying, in 2004, 2005. Like,
that was a bad look. That was a bad look.
Yeah, for Young Hot, but Young Hot was like how you said Freeway. It's not that everybody in Philly, bro, can like battle rap. But most of us wasn't like, that's just what y'all called us. We really rapped on, a lot of niggas rapped on the track. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just sounded aggressive. You know what I'm
Young
saying?
Hot, that was a body.
Yeah. Yeah, he got body.
But yeah, we gonna definitely. You got any mixtapes that's coming out? Anything on Tidal? Anything on YouTube? You want people to check out? Any?
No, just follow all the battles right now. You know what I'm saying? To keep it real with you, man. Blacklight started off of music. However, you know what I'm saying, where the toll has taken Butttah. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we just in this battle rap thing. Everybody not do. You know what I mean? That's why Verbal Warzone is in my heart. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're gonna keep taking that far, so I can let people know like the versatility is there. But don't get it twisted. I'm not just a battle rapper. I am a battle rapper now, and they forcing me to, you know, get a couple of dollars. That's just where my travels has took me. I will be putting out music and all that shit when I put it out. And when I do, trust me, it's gonna be just like me coming up in this battle rap shit. You're gonna know it because I'm gonna put my all into it and I'm gonna actually promote the shit. So when I do it, just know, you know what I mean, that means I'm ready. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
So,
thanks for tapping in with the Games of Service announcement. It was a salute to have you. I'm gonna try to get this out as soon as possible.
What's happened me? You know the little $20 I said for doing this long ass joint after or now? Because you know what I mean?
They gonna send me the Patreon, and once they cash at me, I'm gonna cash at you. I got you.
Okay, so make sure y'all put up there on Patreon. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all put up some money, you know, donate the Butttah, you know what I mean, for the...
And then tell him in the comment section that you donated it. So he know it got donated.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Do that.
And I also, wait. And I give you 1% of the YouTube revenue. So when the views...
get some views. Hey, look, man, you know how YouTube is, man. Listen, hopefully we get a good... How many subscribers you got on the tube, bro?
I got 21.
Just 21 subscribers? All right, so listen, man. The first 50 people that comment, you know what I'm saying, get $10 from me. All right? You know what I'm saying? We're going to do it like that, man. Fuck it.
That's how much I made from YouTube so far. $5.07. Now I got 2,175 subscribers. That's what I got. 2,175 subscribers. Because you can't even be monetized unless you have 1,000. They won't pay you unless you have 1,000 subscribers.
That is a fact. And I would know that too, because I do have a league. But you know what? That is correct. And I ain't gonna hold you. I'm fine. I smoked 4 L's and cigarettes in this street.
It's that type of show. This is the Gangster Service announcement. Shout out to the hood. Shout out to Black Light. Long live Nipsey.
Like,
the marathon continues. Hashtag sick jokes.
Shout out to Powerhouse Battle League. Shout out to Verbal War Zone Battle League. Shout out to Gate to the Garden. You know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to AOG, the whole family. Black Light, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all right. Yeah.
60 Cent Jokes. I'm your favorite cousin from my auntie and uncle you ain't even know you had. I'm 34 and a half, and this was tonight's show. GSA. Can I get you to say GSA?
All right.
GSA, Gangster Service announcement.
Hey, yo, man, GS6 a Gangster Service announcement. Butter from the block. Black Light, yeah, bitch.
Yeah.